Hey everybody! Hello, hello, hello! How's everybody doing tonight? Merry Christmas, everyone! Hello! Hope you're having a wonderful and fantastic Christmas Eve or Christmas morning, depending on your time zone. It's gonna be either, very late at night for some of you for Christmas Eve, or it's gonna be just woken up for Christmas morning. But yeah, that's pretty much just going to be the theme for tonight. Hope you're all having a wonderful night. We're going to get started. Tonight's going to sort of be a variety night of sorts, and I have something very much Christmassy planned for the beginning, which you saw if you clicked on one of the links to the stream that I always send around. But then afterwards is going to be just something that I thought I might as well do. That's just been in the back of my bucket list of things to do on stream for a bit now. And it's certainly going to give one person in particular a lot of Christmas cheer. I don't really want to entirely spoil what it is for those who don't know, but yeah. I actually got things set up very quickly. I did not expect things to get set up that fast, but here we are. I'm also pretty sure that... okay, yeah. I'm noticing that quotes... oh, hello there, quote kid. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Merry Christmas to you too, quote. Glad you could make it. Me and him were talking right before the stream started, and it was we were talking, and he's like, apparently he ordered some Christmas gifts for himself, but they're not gonna actually end up shipping until after Christmas. And so he's mad about it. So he's like, hey, go to Amazon for me, Cassie, go get them. And I'm like, I don't work at Amazon. And he just gives me a deadpan stare. Hello, Sev. Merry Christmas to you too, love. Mwah. Hello, hello. Fuck you, stop lying on my knee. Is the audio okay, by the way? I hope that the music in the background isn't too quiet. That's why I'm giving you a call. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Anyways, the audio is good? Alright. No Thias. I don't even think... did I put Thias on my Christmas wish list? I don't think I did. I didn't put many clothes in my No More Sev in bed. I don't think Sev would like that. Sev is right here, dude. I don't think you should have said that. But we are going to be starting up with the game. If you noticed the actual game category on Twitch, then you already know what it is. But bite me. If you saw the category in Twitch, you already know what it is. But for those of you who don't know, we're going to be starting up the stream with a bit of Christmas Nights, actually. Which is very fitting for this time of year. Hold on a sec. There we go. I do not have the game queued up, but I will in just a moment. I was... Quote and Sev actually already know that this was going to be the plan for tonight because I was playing this... such a bitch. Thank you for the 5 stream streak, quote. I don't sleep. Oh, hello, Moon. Oh my gosh, all the mods are here. Hi, Moon. Hope you've been having a wonderful Christmas morning so far. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yay. I don't sleep in a bed. I sleep in a giant dino nugget, or at least I wish I could. I feel like that would be very gross, very uncomfortable. It would be all greasy and crummy. Imagine ew. You have, I don't right idea, wrong execution, I think. I'm getting PHM because he's being an ass. I am not. Lies. He's spreading rumors. He's spreading lies. Why? I'm right there with you. Right there with you. Where the heck even is it? I have the game right here. There it is, finally. we're going to be playing Christmas Nights into Dreams, which for those of you who don't know what this is, I should probably give a bit of a background, because this is not the most well-known game out there, I'll admit. But I will... Hold on a sec, First off, I gotta cue this thing on the screen. There we go. Hurts my sensitive vision. Quote, kids, stop joking around. Goodness gracious. I also have no idea why... Why is the game not showing up on the screen? Okay, you guys can hear the game. There we go. Took long enough. There we go. Oh, that's creepy, but okay. Might as well play this opening, by the way. This is good to, like, just explain things about the game. But Nights into Dreams is a game for the Sega Saturn, actually. It was Sonic Team's first dive into a 3D game, like even before Sonic Adventure. And you could tell that they really wanted it to be like a good 3D game because, like, they made... like, the Sega Saturn controller just has, like, a D-pad on it, so they made specifically a controller just for this game that has an analog stick, just because they care that much about it. And Nights after this game, like, there were a few other Nights games that were made after this, but for the most part, Nights just ended up becoming one of those, like, Sega mascots that was just, like, buried under Sonic. It sucks that we haven't gotten, like, another game in the series, because these are very fun, honestly. And the reason why I'm playing this game in particular is because you can see right here, Christmas Dreams, play Christmas special version. I'm going to adjust the format on the screen. This is going to be awkward because it's going to freeze for a bit. Hold on a minute. There we go, that's what we're going to have to do. Yeah, okay. Not the greatest in terms of format, but yeah. There we go. I think... There we go. And just gonna make sure that... Yes, okay, everything is going well for that. And let me know if the game audio needs some improvement. I don't think it should, but you never know. Okay. Microphone, yes. Alright. Let me know if the audio needs some tuning up. You realize getting Jim coal isn't bad, right? Like, you could use it to heat up his house. Yeah! That is a good point. We do have a fireplace. I do have a fireplace in my place. But I never use it. Oh wait, never mind. I'm banned from this chat. No, you are not. Nobody is getting banned tonight. Unless something really, really bad happens. You already heat up the house because you're so hot. Ah! Stop with the compliments. Anyways, reason why I'm playing this game is because there was an expansion of Nights released like sometime after the original game called Christmas Nights into Dreams, and it's basically DLC before DLC existed because this was a long time ago. And it's pretty much just like levels from this game, but with a Christmas feel to it. And it's pretty much one of the only Christmas games that I know of personally.
The city is covered with Christmas.
It also has its own story, as you can see here. I'm gonna let this play out. I don't really think the story is like the most. Still a little stick, but definitely better than the past few nights. Nice.
For their loved ones. Among them are Elliot and Clarice.
Again, the audio is good, right? It doesn't need to be turned up at all.
Look rushed. That gentleman, that lady, that old man. Why do they have to walk that fast?
But yeah, no.
In the crowd,
there were
they feel
a few
something
like
important is missing.
caveats for could be turned up just slightly.
The
Gotcha.
streets
You got it. hold on.
Looks so beautiful.
There we go. Let me know if that's better.
This is the most cheerful time of the year. But it seems like nobody is paying any attention to something important.
I've never seen this cutscene in full
Walking
before,
down
actually.
the street, they find
I usually just skip it.
themselves in the middle
That's better,
of
thank you. You're
Twin
welcome.
Seeds City, facing the mammoth Twin Seeds Tower.
Yeah.
It
But
is
yeah, there were two...
decorated
For getting this game set up,
and the
I was
tower
saying earlier that
is
7
one
quotes,
huge Christmas tree.
no, but we should voice call. That would be awesome, but I don't know if Sev wants to
However,
voice call.
they realize
If he
what
does,
is
though, yeah,
missing
it's a great
from the
idea.
Christmas spirit.
But yeah, no,
The one thing nobody seems
7
to
quote,
notice.
already knew, yeah, I can't.
There is no shiny star
yeah, the
atop
star is missing from the top of the Christmas tree. Oh, how
Christmas
woe is this?
tree. Without it,
7 quote already
the
knew that
tree is
this was the game we were going to be
incomplete.
playing tonight, one of the games anyway, because in order to unlock this in this re-release, you have to like play through the actual game. You have to get at least a C rank on every regular level. And I guess we'll play as Claris. We'll go with that. You have to get a C rank on every regular level and basically just play through the entire game. So I spent like a weekend just just getting through all those stages just so that I could unlock this. Just for this one stream. So I put in the real effort here. Anyways, this here is Christmas Nights. And basically, this is basically just the first level of Base Nights into Dreams, but just with a little Christmas theme. Oh, jeez. I did not mean to get an achievement just there, but okay, cool. And these loops that are normally just regular old rings that you go through are now wreaths, and it's all just Christmased out. And these bells are not normally bells, and it's just so cool. Laying on my shark blanket, pretending it's you, Cassie. Aww. But yeah, see, isn't this just such a cool festival? Like, I've never seen another game like do this. And it's just its own, this was released as its own separate game. Really DLC or whatever. It has also been a bit since I've played this. So, apologies if I'm a bit rusty. But this is, yeah, I think this is literally just the first level. It's just like a reskin. But Nights on its own is basically... I don't know if I'd call it a platformer, really, because you don't really... You have a shark blanket. Aw, without me. Aw. You guys getting along the chat is so adorable, I love it. I'm also not going to get a good score here. If I'm stalling like this. It is difficult to play this game while commentating at the same time just because of how fast-paced it is. Like, this demands a lot of your attention. But yeah, if you've never seen Nights before, it's this sort of like high score based flying game. I wouldn't really call it a platformer. Where you're basically just on rails and you're just flying through all these rings and collecting these collectibles. And it's just to get a better score, really. And like I said, they released a whole nother controller just for this game to have an analog stick, just to get the controls down. Because the game controls really well. You do these little loops like that in order to collect collectibles faster and get an even better score. And you can hold down the A button in order to just move faster. Which is good because you are being timed, as you can see. You have to make sure to get through each segment of the level fast enough, otherwise you get turned back into one of the human kids. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah! Oh, hello, bells. Yes, medium loop. Small loop, nice. The other caveat with getting the... I want it. I wear like no. You guys are just having the time of your life over there. Not yet, because there's 3 little holes in my mouth. Please help me, Stitch. Aww. The other caveat with getting this game, though, is because I'm not playing the original version, obviously, because this looks way too good to be the original. I'm playing the re-release that was on Xbox Live Arcade, PSN, and Steam. And the Steam version, as it turns out, I purchased this like years ago, and I didn't realize that it actually become delisted from the Steam store some time ago. So I'm really glad that I picked it up. Without, like, before it got delisted like that. Because I just had absolutely no clue. I also need to get to the end before time runs out. I'm getting a little bit worried. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm getting C ranks in all these segments, which is awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I'm very glad that I purchased the game prematurely like that. Because otherwise we'd have literally no way to play it now. I'm probably one of the few people in the world that's still able to play this. Because if you try and buy this game, right now you cannot, because it's been delisted. Which kind of sucks that it has. I don't know why it was. Probably like it was like a deal sort of thing. Like you can only have it on our platform for this long. If I had to guess why. Boom. Alright, so that's all 4 segments of the level down. You get through like a different path every single time. Yeah, C overall. That's the rank I had to get for all the regular levels. And now, we're to the boss fight. You just got to, boom, punch this guy in the liver. Which, these boss fights, by the way, this is one of the more tamer boss fights, but honestly, in the actual game, they can be pretty, like, pretty in-depth, I guess. You're also supposed to defeat these guys as quickly as you can, because they accumulate massive points if you do. And also, by the way, this is probably the final tidbit I'll share, is that Christmas Nights and Dreams are not the only like holiday or like special version of Nights that was released, because they also released, I believe, New Year's Nights, and then there was also Sonic the Hedgehog into Dreams, and those are both also like reskinned versions of levels, and they both do exactly what you think they do. In the Sonic one, you actually like run around platforming as Sonic and you like fight Eggman, which is fun. How have I not beaten this guy yet? Come on. Not that difficult. There we go. So then our remaining 40 seconds are like, it's like a score multiplier. You're gonna see it in a minute. Yeah, so that's, oh, just 1.1, okay. Nice. So what was my overall score for that? That was C rank, nice. Considering I had to do that in live commentary, that was good. Merry Christmas, clear Spring Valley Christmas, achievement unlocked. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do it, yeah, there's also Elliot, which I don't know if this is a completely different level from before. I actually do not know. Oh, I think it is. I think it might just be the exact same level. It's fine though. I still want to jive with this for a little bit before going on to the other few things that I have planned. Well, it's just I just want to do this just to like say that I've done it, you know? Yeah. Try and see if I can get a better rank. Ah, that's not good. Ow. A little stuck there. My dad's lodge told me to ship the Christmas present I'm the most excited for. Aww. There we go, there we go. Bonus time begin indeed. Alright, I'm going through this part a lot faster than before, which is good. Okay, what's this? Just C again, alright. Also, by the way, this is not normally what Knights looks like. Normally, they're wearing like a purple outfit instead of this Santa outfit. Which also, I'm using they, them pronouns for Knights because Knights, I don't believe, has a gender. They're a genderless character. So you can't see you're my Christmas present. Aww. Heck, there we go. Oh heck. Alright. Definitely one of those, like, easy to learn, hard to master games is what I'd say Knights is, honestly. Because the controls are really, really simple, but at first you're just gonna get bad, like, grades on every single level starting off. But, you know, practice makes perfect. Alright, come on. Very close to the end, I know. There we go. Bada boom. It should be C again, nice. Up even though I'm still sick. I know! You shouldn't be doing that. It's like, you already, I think it's so much whenever you butter me up like normally, but now you're freaking doing it when you're sick. Like, oh my goodness. You really don't have to do that. Oh yeah, never mind. I like how whenever you have this power-up with the yellow like line that's trailing behind us, you're supposed to make like these big loops for extra points when you have it. But whenever you don't, it just says never mind. Which, I don't know why that's so funny to me. Also, when I was setting up the stream, I have to go back and hit that. There we go. When I was setting up the stream, I also saw a lot of other people are apparently playing this game tonight, which either they did, like, I'm surprised. I wonder how. Like, either they did exactly the same thing that I did, or they're playing the original version. Like, I'm genuinely curious. But I guess it's actually not like an uncommon thing for people to be playing this game around this time of year, which is great. I love to see it. Aw, heck, I missed a bunch of stuff there. There we go. The last level that you have to complete in order to unlock this is actually really difficult. Because it's more so focused about speed than anything else, not really about collecting things. And the Quote and Seven I were just like on a call a few nights ago, just like trying to unlock all this stuff. Like we were just chatting because I was trying to unlock it, and it was very much. I needed that emotional support because I was getting kind of pissed off at how long it was taking. I think maybe the layout, like, I think maybe this is the same level, but I think the layouts might actually be different, like, in terms of the positions of the rings and the collectibles and stuff. So that's nice that they at least took that into consideration. You being so cute and beautifully adorable is what gives me the strength to bother you up when I'm sick. That, and I'm bored at times, and I love complimenting you. Aww. Thank you so much. Bada boom. There we go. Heck. No. Hold me down. Those things might stop you. Those are like the closest thing to enemies in this game. Also, those winged things that we've been seeing, those are called, I think, Nightmarin'. And those are like the precursor. Like I said, this came up before Sonic Adventure. Those are almost like the precursor to Chow from Sonic Adventure 2. Also, fuck, I need to hurry up. Fuck, right now. No, 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 no. Please, no. No. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay, that was very close. I wasn't even paying attention to my time right there. I was saying those winged things are like the precursor to Chow from Sonic Adventure 2. Ooh, B rank. Because there's like a hidden like system in this game where you like raise up the Nightmare like a virtual pet sort of thing, just like the Chow. But it's like more nuanced in this game. So they basically just took that idea and used it for Chow in Adventure 2. Just getting married already. Yes. Everybody give Sev the good vibes. He's been very, very sick all weekend, and it sucks being sick during the holidays, so seriously, hug and kisses to Sev, everyone. I gotta go. Have a good night and a good Christmas tomorrow. Aww. Okay then, Moon. You too. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas today, and I hope I will too. Thank you so much for the good wishes. Bye bye, Moon. Mwah. Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh, you've thrown up 3 times today? What? I had no idea you were sick too, quote. Oh my gosh. Hugs and kisses to quote too. Dude, I had no idea you were sick as well. Oh my gosh. Also, geez, voice crack. Aww. Best wishes to quote as well. Oh my goodness. Both you guys are sick. No. Also, there we go. Much faster. 61, so that should be... What's the multiplier going to be there? 1.3. Nice. I think I might have gotten a B rank. I think I actually did better this time around. Which is weird because it doesn't feel like I played a lot better. Oh! Oh, okay. I'm very glad I did that. The star is back on the top of the tree, boys. Oh, and we retreated to another cutscene.
Elliot and Clarice found the star, shining in 7 colors. But the entire story was a dream. So, what was that star? They don't talk about the dream they saw. But there is one thing both of them know. Something special will happen after they embark on an adventure with knights.
I forgot this happened. That face.
They start feeling cheerful again.
Normally these are like very old, like 90s like CG cutscenes instead of just these slideshows. I honestly might like these better.
A small candle starts filling the city once again. Everything is okay now. Give a star of happiness to the heart of these brave children. Give a star of happiness to the heart of everyone.
Merry Christmas! Yay! Heck yeah. Aww. And I believe that should be it. Nights and Dreams only this winter. Didn't realize there was a fucking advertisement. Oh, are they actually gonna play the dedicated to the players and developers of the original game? Oh, I didn't think they were gonna play the credits. Pretty sure they're gonna play the credits right now.
In a dream I could see you are not far away.
Ooh, I've never heard this song before.
I can see your face. You're that special one that I've been waiting for, and I hope you're looking for someone like me in my dreams.
Aww. This is actually really cool. There's a question I wanted to ask you for a while, but I don't know if it's a good idea. Oh, okay. Well, if you're really unsure about it, you could always just DM me your question, Sev. and then I'll determine if it's okay to talk about on stream.
In the night, dream delight. I want to see you standing there.
Yeah, this is just really like smooth. I wonder who composed this. They must have had to like commission someone. That, oh, okay. Has there been a video game that's made you cry? Oh no, that's a totally stream size question. Yeah, no. Yeah, there's plenty of games that have made me cry. The one that always gets, like, a lot of my favorite games of all time have definitely had tear jerkers in there. Like Chibi Robo has a lot of sad moments in it. So does Super Paper Mario as well. Portal 2 definitely. Omori definitely has a lot of sad moments. What else? Link's Awakening is very like dark and depressing, sad as well. Zelda Link's Awakening is what I meant when I said that, by the way. Because now that has like a different. A lot of the Zeldas actually have like different names in different regions of the world, so might not know that that there was a Zelda game that was named Link's Awakening, because I think it's like in Japan it's called like Dreaming Island or something. Which kind of spoils the big twist in that game too, because like Link's Awakening is like obscure enough to the point where it's a good foreshadow, but doesn't really spoil anything. Dreaming Island, that's just kind of explicit, a little too explicit. Also, I thought it was gonna transition through a bunch of different images, but it's really just that one image of the nightmare and against that candle. I don't know why. Wow, that's a lot for sales. Damn. But yeah, those are mainly the games, just off the top of my head, that have made me cry. Or at least have like emotional moments in them, definitely. Special thanks are happening, so that makes me think maybe the credits are almost done. Yeah. Cute. But yeah, there was only ever, I think it was just the original game and Christmas Nights, and then there was a game for the Wii called, I think, Knight's Journey of Dreams. And that's in terms of actual games, I think that's literally it. Well, it sucks that Knights just has like, there's barely anything for this franchise, but Knights is such a well-known Sega IP that isn't Sonic. Oh, there we go. Congratulations, Knightopian Collection has been unlocked. I don't know what that is, actually. Knightopian Collection, what the heck even is that? I just want to go ahead and quickly check that out, because I have literally no clue. Your data back. What even is collection? That makes me think, like, special features and stuff. Oh. Opian. Oh! I think this might be, where that, like, where that whole, what the frick? Yeah, this! This is that whole pet simulator, like precursors to Chow thing that I was talking about earlier. This is that right here. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but you can observe. It's like for every level. Yeah. So let's see here. There's a lot for Spring Valley. Flash Garden, I have almost all of them actually. Mystic Forest. Not quite. Frozen Belt. Oh, just one in Frozen Belt. Which, by the way, Frozen. I mean, nah, we probably don't want to play Frozen Belt. There's still a lot that I want to get to tonight. Soft Museum. Still only just one in Soft Museum. What? Stick Canyon still have a few. And for the level we just played, yeah, there's still quite a lot we missed. Why is this one slightly different, huh? The little, yeah, the little, like, egg that they're captured. This one is just the only different, huh? But yeah. That's what I was talking about earlier. Presents is the, yeah, bonus content. Gallery, game artwork, movie theater, which are those pre-rendered cutscene sound test. What cool stuff is in the gallery? Yeah, there's some Christmas things in the gallery. Yeah. Some nice pre-rendered artwork here. This is Knights with his regular design, with their regular design and then their Christmas design. This is Clara in her Christmas outfit here. One game that had me cry was years ago when I saw my dad play Telltale's The Walking Dead, Season 2. There's a scene where a dog died and it fucked me up for a while. He kept apologizing, saying I wasn't meant to see that. Aww. You said your dad played that? I didn't even know he was into video games. Wow. But wow. Aww. that's really sad, but also really sweet. Wait, what? Excuse me, hold on. Quo Kid totally totally messed up the mood with what he just put in chat. Okay, dude. Yeah, he played it. Okay. Oh, goodness. Yeah. That's just one of those sad scenes that you just find to be, like, offended as, like, when you're younger, but then when you grow up, you'll... No, don't leave, don't leave. Don't leave. We're just Josh and you, we're just messing around. I'm not actually mad or anything. Here are some more renders, by the way. I do really like these. I think they might have used the same, like, character design and, like, artists for Sonic with these, which is really neat. I believe it's just the bottom row is just the Christmas stuff. Have some Nightmare artwork. You can totally see how these are just prototype Chow. Z, 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 dot, dot, dot. That's what they sound like. Here's some concepts for the levels. Oh. Ooh, these are very nice. The ending picture, only this winter. Harmony! 11/12/96. Apparently, maybe that's when the game came out, actually. November 12th, 1996. But it also says Volume 146, makes me think this is like the cover of like a magazine. Mom stopped watching Walking Dead Season 7, like the beginning of it. Oh, okay. And nice introduce, yeah. This is more promotional material. I believe this might be... Yeah, these are storyboards for the cutscenes. Nice! This is really cool. Again, it makes me wonder like who worked on these cutscenes. This is just very well done artwork. Is that building? I think that building was there. I'm not gonna say the exact reason why, but one of her favorite characters died. Also, I know that the other people are just supposed to be like in silhouette because they're just background characters, but it looks like they're just a bunch of realistic snowmen that they just made all around them. It's very cute. There's a star there. Okay. There's that scene, them slipping on the ice. There's this again. Yes. Yeah. The artwork for this franchise is very good. Dad watched the show for a little longer, but didn't make it that far, though I think I remember seeing an episode when it was playing on TV randomly. Yeah, because isn't, like... You said Walking Dead, so I guess Walking Dead is... a... Whoa. Restricted. I don't know why that... Okay, those... If you could... Mods, if you could ban... those two that just popped in... Chat, or... Were they just already banned? No. Dark. There we go. Hopefully you didn't just see that. Heck. Yeah. Go ahead and go back for now. Bots like that don't normally show up like twice. Did one of you guys just ban that bot? Because they're not actually appearing in regular old chat. I'm gonna go ahead and there we go. Close out of the. Yes, I am sure I want to quit. There we go. I will. They're not. Yeah, they are. That is odd. Likely ban of it. Yeah. Hold on. I'll just go ahead and ban them really quick. Follow, invite. Alright, I'll just go ahead and ban them. Alright. There we go. Banned. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Hold on, let me just go ahead and put on the music. There we go, there we go. Bada boom. That's odd though, I don't know. Like, they almost never. Those bots that show up randomly, they never, like, will, like, post their message, like, more than once. Yikes. Didn't even see that bot in the chat? Oh, you didn't! That is really weird. Huh. I can, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's very odd. Huh. Okay. Yeah, that is really weird. Huh. It wasn't the normal, like, message that they end up doing. It had, like, likely ban evader restricted above their username. So perhaps they were just, like, lurking, and Twitch just wanted me to, like, ban them before they actually submitted. I don't know what it was. I'm glad I did that, though. Anyways, I'm gonna put Xbox 360 controller away. What we're gonna do for the rest of the night, actually, is I'm going to fulfill the Christmas wish of someone else that I actually know, that I don't think is actually. I suppose they have actually popped in on stream, but they've just been lurking. But I actually got. There we go. Change the stream category. I got someone who reached out to me about a month ago now, who noticed that. Yeah, that was odd. I got somebody who reached out to me about a month ago. They actually used my work email. It was very cute, very awesome email experience. But someone reached out and liked my Danganronpa playthrough on Twitch and sent me links to 2 of their games that they had made that were very much Danganronpa inspired. Their name, I believe they're okay with me saying their name because they are public with their games. Name was Mado Madokali is their name on the email. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. They're also on Outlook. They have a Blue Sky as well, and a Linktree. But yeah, no, they messaged me about a month ago, and were like, "Hey, I noticed that you've been playing Danganronpa a lot. I've really been enjoying your playthrough," and basically just advertised 2 of their fan projects that they had worked on as a game jam. And their names, they're both like Danganronpa inspired like role-playing games, and their names are malViolence and protoViolence, with protoViolence being like a prequel, so I think I'm gonna play that one first. Jeez, I gotta. Frick. You didn't see that. But because of that, I was like, wow, thank you so much. I'll be sure to check those out on stream soon. And that's what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the night. I thought, now might as well be a good time to check those games out, and I'll let him know that we played them. And they're both very, very short, mind you. I think they're both like an hour and a half long, so we might be able to get both of them done tonight if we're fast about it. And yeah, I think I'll keep that. Yeah, actually, I'll keep that the same, because we are technically playing through these games for the first time. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Actually, we're gonna play through both of those games. Speaking of which, I think there we go. Let's set up protoViolence. Right there. Bada boom. Come on. There you are. protoViolence. Where are you? There you are. Bada boom. There we go. Yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, good. Good, 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 good. Alright, that should be alright. Yes, okay. I think I'll turn off the music for now. Bada boom. Good, good, good. We will put that there. No, do not put disc. No. No, 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 no. Turn that up. Unfortunately, I cannot see. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. I can't see chat right now. That is. Uh-oh. Whoopsie doodle. I guess that'll just be fine. Yeah. We'll just go ahead and do it like that. Hopefully the audio should be okay for this game. Let me know if the audio is good or bad. Image descriptions, audio titles, self-voicing, screen shake, audio. I don't know what audio title. Does this mean like subtitles? I guess if this is subtitles, then I will put subtitles on. I have no idea what self-voicing means at all. Font size, regular, white, line spacing. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll confirm these. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be playing both of these tonight. Putting my name below. All right. I sure will. Is it gonna be like my full name? I'll just do that. That should be fine. Boop. Aw. Boop to you too. You get Christmas boop. Aw. There we go. Yes, protoViolence. Hopefully I'm not doing the wrong thing by playing the prequel first. Should be okay, though. Shall start. I love this big ol' clicker. Over 2 decades ago, Dr. Iris Kai wrote me a recommendation for an up-and-coming international security agency. Okay. At the time, I was overjoyed just to be on track. Get into a growing field early, do good science while the fires of invention are still hot, then dip out with distinction before the coals grow cold. But these days, well, let's put it this way. First time my name showed up as a footnote in a cybernetics textbook, I called my parents and invited my friends to dinner at my favorite restaurant. Half a year ago, when I got a write-up in the East Coast Medicine Review, I didn't even open the copy they sent me. Oh boy. So when Iris announced her retirement, I assumed that her ennui was a little more advanced than my own. It was a nice party. She was surrounded by friends and coworkers, lauded by her peers and praised by her subordinates. And yet the whole time she looked hollow. Fear of retirement, I theorized. I couldn't have been further from the truth. Stop. The organization I've dedicated my life to has always been the forefront of cybernetics. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Wait. Okay, false alarm. that was a big old false alarm sneeze. Oh my goodness. The bleeding edge, some would say. We took risks, but it was for the greater good. And we were grateful to every volunteer and veteran that assisted us. But now they're pushing all the wrong boundaries. Taking science, my science, in a cruel new direction that I cannot abide. Ooh, that's nice art. Because the fruits of my research are being used to experiment on children. I can't fathom how STOP got so far out of hand. Is STOP the company they work at? That's hilarious. But I can find out. I'm not powerless, and the architects behind these new programs aren't fools. If I can present a proper case against this, show them the pain hidden between the numbers and the suffering they're whitewashing over in pursuit of percentage points, I have hope that things can still be made right. But that hope is dwindling. I thought I granted peace to the world with my research. Maybe all I did was breathe a new hero. Did you say science? Yes, I did say science. Sound a photo. Oh, Oh, is that what it means by audio? Hold on. Save options. I am going to get rid of, there we go, audio title is going to get rid of that. Text, add choice, transitions, window, yes. Okay, I did not realize that's literally what it meant by audio titles. I have no idea why that is the case, but okay. Voice volume, self-voicing, okay. And yes, we will save. Yes, that one. Return, good, yes. Yes, I don't really know what all those stuff means, whatever. Sorry for messaging you at this hour. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Or sighing guy is what you said. Couldn't sleep. I love that show. Having second thoughts? No. My transfer's already been approved. Next Monday I'm entering the youth training and developing initiative as a supervisor, but Iris, you've worked with Stop longer than I have. Can you tell me anything else about the YTDI? Nothing that'll help you sleep. Well, that's reassuring. I still can't believe this is happening. Oh, hello, Callie. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. We played Christmas Nights earlier, but now we're playing a game that was recommended to me by a fan of the streams. Actually, they recommended these games because we played Danganronpa earlier this year, and so we're playing their Danganronpa like games that they made in a game jam just for as a little Christmas gift to them. So we're playing protoViolence. My friends are mean to me. Goodness gracious. Yes, science rules. Stop's full of scientists, not good scientists follow the science wherever it leads, right? And I recall a brilliant researcher concluding years ago that the younger the patient, the better the cybernetic sync rate. That research was intended for Stop agents. Volunteers, heroes if you'd prefer. Not anyone under 18. Well, the higher-ups would beg to differ. They'd tell you that they're providing these trainees with an education and a guaranteed future. Worth an eye or an ear, right? I don't want this to be my legacy, Iris. Where's the greater good in grafting dangerous tech on our children? When Stop was founded, that good was clear. Back when the world was in turmoil and cybernetics were getting slapped onto terrorists and madmen and vet clinics and garages. Stop put an end to that. We put an end to that. You could say that they put a stop to it, but they're clearly avoiding that. And then we kept going so it wouldn't happen again. ... Like I said, not the best topic of conversation if you're looking to put your mind at ease. But do try to get some rest anyway, Deidre. From the sounds of it, you have a long week ahead of you. I'll do my best. Not how I thought this game would be starting, but okay. May 13th, 27X. I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. We're all weirdos. That's what I love about you guys. This is definitely a place for the weirdos. And by weirdos, I mean the good kind of weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong. No, you're a weirdo too. You're a cute weirdo. Mwah. My honest first impression, this is beautiful. Natural light trickles through frosted glass, enveloping the courtyard below in a warm, soft glow. From the bridge I'm on, I can even see green. Grass, flowers, trees, an oasis of natural beauty, full of life. And full of laughing children. I can't help but wonder if I've made a wrong turn. There aren't any stark surgical scrubs or hospital gowns. And the air smells clean. Not disinfected. But inevitably my eyes are drawn towards the towering column that pierces the building's center. It's a dark monument, one with few doors, no windows, and a very heavy shadow. My skin prickles. What purpose could...
Not lost already, are you?
Oh. My train of thought's grim path is cut short by a familiar husky voice. Aw, she looks cute.
Angie, it's wonderful to see you again.
Aw. Singing Creep by Radiohead, you goober. Aw. Oh my goodness. She looks adorable. Oh my god, I love her little mole on her cheek. That's cute. Is this the woman I was just speaking to on the phone? Well, no, I think maybe that's, I don't think that's actually true. Because her name was like Trista, not Angie. Angie, it's wonderful to see you again.
Same to you, Daedra.
Yay. As usual, Angie is formal, but I recognize the warmth in her words. It's been a long time since we've talked face to face. For sure. I didn't think we'd get to work together again. But not every career path's a straight line, right? No, definitely not. Angela Tom or Tan, I think is her last name. Happy as I am to be working with you, I was surprised to learn that you wanted to transfer here. I always thought of you as married to the craft of cybernetics and nothing else. Not as cute as you. I was going to say squeamish. I suppose there's more to me than meets the eye. I'm a transformer, apparently. I suppose there is. I understand you're planning to write a case study on the work we're doing here at the YTDI. Funny. You've always been more interested in theory than application. Then again, you've always been a pioneer as well. I mean, it's a new program based on my research. Why wouldn't I observe it? Oh no, I think it's fantastic, having you of all people here. Going out of your way to help us improve the YTDI, that's a dream come true for all of us. In fact, no. I don't want to get too deep into discussion on your first day. Your time's valuable, so how about I give you a tour? Oh, well, I did request one, but you don't have to. No, trust me. There's a lot more here, more than we could cover in one day. But we should be able to go over the basics. Places, permissions, practice standards, that sort of thing. And who better to help you find your footing than an old colleague? Robots in disguise. More than meets the eye. Alright. Where to first? It would be funny if I'm just like a big robot and she's a regular human, and we just never found out, because it's in the first person. I'm not a professional horror guy, but I'd say the courtyard would be the best place to start. Lead the way. You have these... Ooh, whoa. That actually looked really cool. So that's why there's so much greenery. Of course. We want our trainees to be as healthy as possible, both physically and mentally. And while it might be hard to see the benefits on an MRI, being around trees and plants really does do wonders for the brain. For instance, several observational studies... No, Angie, I believe you. Actually, I think I feel it myself. We installed it all for the trainees' sake, but if it helps the staff stay sane as well, that's a nice bonus. That reminds me, you should see the classrooms too. So we'll take these stairs and go through these doors. Oh, after you, of course. And if we just go down this hallway... Dude, if you're a robot, you better play what I've done. JK, don't do that. I don't need to get banned. This is a very pretty game. I'm surprised this opening is going on for as long as it, like... There's barely any... This game is only like an hour long, so it's like, how much gameplay is actually here? We're here. Bit of a walk, isn't it? Must be easy to get lost. Huh? I suppose. But you get used to it. Anyways, this is where the trainees get educated. Oh. And what does that involve? Well, we've got all the core essentials. Maths, literacy, self-defense, and phys ed. Pardon? Physical education. No, I mean, self-defense? Oh, don't make that face. It's not that serious. Gym mats and padded gloves and whatnot. At their age, the trainees couldn't hurt each other even if they tried. And do they ever try to hurt each other? Oh, the pause. Oh, I don't like that pause. The world's a dangerous place. Our trainees know that better than most their age. The earlier we teach them how to protect themselves, the better off they'll be. I suppose you're right. But it's not all schoolwork and drills. The trainees get to do fun stuff too. I mean, we passed an arts and crafts center just a moment ago. You should see some of the stuff they make in there. We might have the next Mark Rothko or Agnes Martin on our hands. I notice if I know who those people are. Fine art was never a favorite subject of mine. Well, I'll have to check it out another time. Yeah, you ought to. Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. You want to observe a trainee for your case study, correct? Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. No. Ah, damn it, I was so close to muting it. Alright. Oh, heck. I was so freaking close to muting it. Oh no. Yes, that's right. Why do you ask? Well, we've got a class going on right now. Should be literacy at this time of day. You're suggesting I choose my case study subject right now? Could give you a much better idea of what we do, seeing how the trainees actually go about their day. Come on, look over here. Don't worry, they won't notice us. They're all preoccupied with... With what? Writing exercises, it looks like. Okay. This is a classroom? I've been in medical libraries with more noise. Well behaved, aren't they? You can thank the core curriculum designers for that. Our trainees are showing a 34% increase in memory retention compared to a same-age control group, short and long term. That's very impressive, isn't it? The bell could ring right now and they'd still be glued to their work. If there were any other education program, they'd all be fiddling with their fine liners, glowing at the clock, doodling in the margins. Like that child over there? No. Right, that one. He's a bit of an outlier, statistically. Really? But I thought your curriculum was... Well, it's not 100% effective. Sometimes we get stragglers. But we don't leave them behind. All they need is a little extra motivation. There, the teacher's already taken notice. He's taking him to the front of the classroom? Is he being yelled at? Yelled at? The teacher might be raising their voice. Hold on, why are the other children going up with him? They didn't do anything wrong. Well, that's the extra motivation I was talking about. What the heck is going on? They're all getting lined up in front of the classroom, okay. All new trainees get sorted into squadrons. Squadrons? Like soldiers? Like birds, I'd say. They're close-knit. We expect each squadron to fly at roughly the same pace, so if one member underperforms, the entire group is made aware of it. I know it all looks a little inflexible, but they're better off learning these rules early. I'm not so sure that... Oh, he looked at him. Aww. He smiled at me. Oh. They're supposed to stand perfectly still for a full 5 minutes, so that's... Might have to refocus. I've made my decision. Aww. Oh, good. So which trainee... I want that boy to be my subject. And why him specifically? I can't give a concrete answer. I suppose I'm going off my gut. That's not very scientific. Then why don't we call it an intuitive choice made by one of the world's leading cybernetics researchers? Right. But as I said, that particular trainee is something of a statistical outlier. Then taking a closer look at him should help us correct any inefficiencies in the program, no? I just got an ad for a new Tomb Raider game coming out in 2026. Ooh! I didn't even know that was the case. Wow. Holy heck. That's cool. Whoa. Ooh. That's cool. Also, I will pause for you if you want. There we go. Bada boom. Heck yeah. Is that not? Okay. While I'm here, I also might as well. Alright. I can't believe they announced 2 Tomb Raider games at the Obscure 33 Awards. Oh, they really? They did? Because if that's the case, I did not see that. I've just not been looking at the screen during, because I watched the whole Game Awards. I must have just not have seen those. But geez, they announced two in the same. That's crazy. Also, yes, that was totally the fucking Player Obscure 33 Awards. Oh my god. Let me know when the ads are done. There we go. A dooba doop. A dooba doop. Dooby doo boop. Dooba doo boop. Which those ads should be. Yeah, okay, they're set in stone. Come on. Overall, I have been liking this game so far, even though this is just like the opening. The art is very well done, honestly. And considering the fact that this was just made in like a game jam, this is really impressive. Those swords were rigged for the most part. Yeah. I mean, jury's out if they actually were or not. But like, I wouldn't be surprised at this rate. Boop. Why was no one moshing or headbanging to events? Boop, boop, boop. Now come on. Come on. So they're not. I'm gonna play music while these ads are going, actually, because it is very strange just having silence just for this part. Those are honestly really long ads. I was not expecting that. Ads are still going. Damn ads are long. They were sitting there like fucking mannequins. Not for you. What? Okay, I'm gonna. I don't know why 7 is the next question. I'm gonna keep on going. Surely those ads are done by now. I suppose I can't argue with that. Alright. Come on now. Yes, 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 yes.
All right, D.
Oh, there we go.
Here's where his quarters are. You're certain this is the one you want to use for your case study?
Again, I've made my decision, Angie.
Right. Right. Just wanted to confirm. Trading C0458?
Could you come here, please? I want to introduce you to someone. She's a visitor. One just for you.
Huh? A visitor?
Try to be quick, though. She's a very busy lady with a lot to get done today. Aww. Oh, and also the girl from earlier. I don't know why. Oh! Wait a minute. You're the lady I saw in class. Indeed she is. What's S4174 doing behind you? Shri wanted to come, so I let her. What a good friend you are. But this meeting's just for you, CO458. So S4174, you're free to... Is it that big of a deal, Angie? I don't think there's any harm in meeting his roommate. Right. Then why don't you introduce yourself to the lady? Aww.
Well, allow me.
Please try to keep it short. We only have so much time. Aww.
Nice to meet ya. I'm Pavel.
Pavel, okay.
Though most of the people here only call me CO458.
A serial number? Standard procedure. It's how we keep data collection unbiased. Plus, the first class had like 3 Emmas and 4 Quins, so... Right. What about you, lady? What's your name? Well, Angie, how should I respond? Oh, I'm Angie. I didn't even realize. Is that not her name? I thought the person we were talking to was Angie. Seriously. Oh, wait, no. Oh. No. Angie, comma, how should I thought she was saying, okay. Angie, how should I respond? I've never worked with children before. I understand now. You can give him your name, no big deal. The trainees like to call me Dr. Angie. Got it. Then you can call me Dr. Daedre if you want. Dr. Daedre? Dr. Daedre. Dr. Daedre. That's a nice name. Has anyone ever told you that? Not, recently. Aww. Oh, do you want to introduce yourself too? Well, the floor's all yours.
Hello.
Aww.
I'm Shreya.
You got this, Shree. Look, Dr. Deidre's waving to you. Aww. She's so shy. Shree is my roommate. Normally we stick together. If I'm around, chances are she is too. I see. Are you too close? Oh, we're besties. We never go anywhere without each other. Oh, this kid is so cute. Except for class. I wish we weren't in different squads. Hey, D. Sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid we don't have all the time in the world. Unless you want to skip out on the research labs for today. No, I do want to see them. Let me just wrap up here. It's lovely to meet you, CO458. Starting next week, I'll be interviewing you. Interviewing me? About what? To be honest, I haven't quite decided yet. But I think I'd like to talk about your hobbies. Your classmates, your future. Lots of things like that. Oh, I can do that, but I'm confused. Why me? That's a good question. Because I picked you specifically. And why did you pick me specifically? That's the word. Well, you stood out in class. I saw you, and I thought you'd be interesting to talk to. Makes sense. My teacher says I'm like a dandelion in a field full of roses. That's one way of putting it. But wait, what about your friend? I promise she won't be alone for long. Once I'm done talking with you, you can go back to what do kids do these days? I haven't been around them in so long. Back to playing. Did I guess right? Oh, thank God.
Sound reasonable?
Yes. Oh, sound reasonable?
Yeah.
Yay!
Deal.
Alright, this is already pretty awesome.
Sorry if I rushed you a bit back there.
I realized I might have come across as grouchy earlier. It's just, we've been working a lot of hours lately. It wears on you, you know? Oh no, Angie, it's fine. Not like I was much better in the past. Oh God, don't remind me. When you were taking lead on artificial spleen development, it was like you were in a trance. If I gave you one little tap on the shoulder, you'd snap up like a cobra on a rake. Yes, I remember how you put it. Those were long days. By the time we pushed through, I never wanted to see another culture sample as long as I lived. Why? Quote Kid, why the frown? I don't know why he just frowned, but okay. Oh, heck. There we go. I didn't mean to, I didn't mean to shrink that up. Here. So, Angie, about those research labs. Right. From here, the fastest route would be... be what? What would it be? Oh, there we go. Yes, case study report. Oh, 51327X. Initial supervisory report. Though it has been advertised as a youth education program, it is now my understanding that the purpose of the Youth Training and Development Initiative, YTDI, is to prepare trainees for cybernetic enhancement and eventual employment within STOP. While it is known that biotech synchronization rates are inversely correlated to age, the side effects on individuals below the age of 18 are not fully understood at this time and may be more severe than they would be on an adult mind and body. Furthermore, I have ethical concerns about the purpose of the program and how the participants are selected. As supervisor, it is my intent to observe the YTDI's operations and ensure that the health and well-being of its trainees are being properly upheld. As part of my duties, I intend on engaging in a focused case study of trainee CO458 to observe his development under the YTDI's curriculum. I'm slowly falling asleep to your cute, adorable, beautiful, hot, wholesome voice. Ah! Stop it! Oh my gosh. For compliance purposes, our one-on-one conversations will be recorded. Dr. Deidre, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Deidre Destrange. Same. Aww. Oh my god. Also, whoa, June 13th, 2070X, but I didn't... That feels like a glitch. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Investigation. Use your mouse to explore Deidre's desk. When your cursor changes into a magnifying glass, you can interact with something. What will you learn about Doctor Strange? Okay. Here's the final actual video game part. This is totally... Roachman. This is totally just the Tick. This comic book character, this is just a parody of the Tick. That's awesome. Oh my god. What can we observe though? I think it's literally just this folder. Intro, Deidre's report. Once Deidre case's study is finished, she'll send these documents to STOP's higher-ups. She hopes her findings will shut the YTDI down. Case study reports. 6/12/2070X. This report marks the 1-month point of trainee CO458's case study. In this time, I observed several facets of the YTDI's operations and now believe that I have a firm grasp of the day-to-day activities of the trainees. The majority of trainees selected for the YTDI come from orphanages. Upon arrival at the YTDI, trainees are separated into squads, similar to the ones utilized by STOP field agents. Formal education takes place entirely within these squads and involves tuition in literacy, mathematics, self-defense, etc. Outside of the classroom, trainees have access to several extracurricular activities, including craft work, sports, and video games. While these activities are beneficial for fostering bonds and growth between children, I find it notable that they overlap with activities undertaken by STOP operatives in the recovery period after the implantation of new cybernetics. This includes sewing for hand-eye coordination, video games for reaction speed, etc. The standard of care appears to be at least sufficient. CO458 has expressed that it is a significant improvement over his previous lodgings. Still, I have some questions to raise with Dr. Tan later. Dr. Deidre Destrange. Anything else? Oh, hello there. Deidre's diary. Like many academics, Deidre has thoughts about herself and the world around her. This is where she writes them. June 6, 2070X. Part of me just wants my thoughts to blow with the wind. Putting them to paper will have to do for now. Besides, all the blue light was making my eyes ache. The trainees are all orphans. I'm not surprised. But I am surprised that the YTDI isn't much different from a standard boarding school, militaristic dressing aside. Compared to how STOP's first few batches of field agents were housed, the accommodations here are downright luxurious. Still, that's comparing volunteer shoulders to abandoned children. A strange analogy to put it mildly. And for some reason, the trainees' meals consist of lab script, and only lab script. Why? It's true that lab script contains all the nutrients they need to grow healthy and strong, but is intended for typical in vivo test subjects. I've seen the size of the budgets that STOP works with. They can definitely afford to feed these children real food. At least the education is world class. Clearly STOP spending was put to good use there. One time Angie took me to a literacy lesson. Out of the blue, she asked a trainee to recite part of King Lear, and the girl belted it out like it was on a switch. I don't know how useful that skill was, but it was definitely impressive. Another time, the two of us watched as a teacher taught a squadron field pharmacy in the courtyard. If someone eats this mushroom, how would you counteract its effects with only the items in your bags? How long do they have before their airways close? It was intense to say the least. At times, the teacher's questions felt more like threats. But the building itself was immaculate, practically sparkling. If my shoes track dirt as I walk in, it's wiped away by the time I walk out. Even Stop Headquarters doesn't agonize over cleanliness to this extent. I just wish they showed that much care for the trainees themselves. Like that boy, CO458. For formal reasons, I can't mention it in recording sessions, but I know his name is Pavel. Was taking his name necessary? Are they that concerned about observer bias? He's an orphan. His name might be the only thing his parents ever gave him. Or I scrubbed away that something dirty, a stain to be removed. The boy's lonely, too. Yes, he has Shreya, but she isn't part of his squadron, his pre-assigned social group. His squad makes exclude him outside of class. They don't let him play with them, so CO458 is often in the Arts and Crafts Center, sewing or knitting by himself. It's not much better in class. Kids roll their eyes when he's paired up with them for group tasks. Sometimes they'll go behind his back and ask the teacher if they can swap for anyone else. Thankfully, the teachers never concede to CO458's squad mates, but that hasn't stopped them from asking anyway. I think a lot of this could be solved if the kids weren't pitted against one another. All the trainees have their hobbies, but CO458 doesn't have much else. I know he likes superheroes, so I'll bring him some comics from the YTDI's library. Knowing Stop, I suspect the books there are vetted, but there's still a chance I might find something that'll make him smile. Maybe I could even use it to teach him. It certainly doesn't seem like any of his actual teachers are interested in personalizing the learning experience. Oh, I also bought a pack of stickers for him. Do the children his age think grape stickers are cool? What am I doing? I'm no child psychologist. Couldn't even qualify as a pediatrician. I really jumped into the deep end with this case study, didn't I? If it weren't a senior Stop staff, I'd probably be sacked by now. Maybe grape is lame. Maybe orange is the way to go. God, I don't know anymore. Guess there's only one way to find out. D. Oh boy. Okay. Deidre's computer, an old PC maintained with love. This is where DJ keeps recorded interviews for a case study. Interview with CO458. June 12th, 2070X. Oh, there you are. Oh, he's doing a little dance. I'm also gonna save.
CO458. I've
quick.
started recording.
I cannot. Never mind. Never mind.
Before you fall over from all that wiggling.
That's what it is.
Yay!
I'm just super excited. I'm glad to hear that. But, you can relax. We're just talking today. Really? Phew. My cheeks are numb from all that grinning. I can imagine. In fact, I think I did the same thing in my school photos. You did? I guess so. Though I stopped because, well, it made me look like a dork. That's pretty harsh. How'd you... You still kinda do. Aww. Ahem. Okay. Have you ever been called something like that before? A dork? No, never. Well, maybe a few times. But the other kids don't know anything, so it's their loss. What don't they know? That when I grow up, I'm gonna be super famous and super pretty, and I'm gonna have 1 billion friends. I'll cross my fingers for you. Anyways, we started to veer off topic, and I only have so much time, so why don't I ask you some things? Okay. What do you want to know? For today, I have 3 questions. Pop quiz, huh? Okay. I'm ready to go. Great. Then let me just get my papers out. There we go. First question, how did you come to join the YTDI? I just bonked myself with my phone. Oh no. Mwah. I hope your head feels better. Uh-oh. I've definitely done that before. Whoopsie doodle. How did you come to join the YTDI? Huh? What do you mean? I mean, before you became a trainee, where did you live? Well, Oh, he doesn't remember, does he? I lived in an orphanage. Oh. And what was that like? I don't remember much, but it was pretty lonely. There weren't many others there? No, there was a whole bunch of us. But we shared rooms and beds and the adults' attention. So you weren't treated as an individual? Yeah, I wasn't. A lot of us ran around, and it was pretty noisy, but I was always bored. When it wasn't mealtime, school time, or chore time, I was stuck in the common room with most of the others. And because we had to share so much, we fought all the time. Really? Yeah. Like one time, I wanted to play with the Scrattle board, but another girl said I couldn't have it because all I did was trace the board's grid with my fingers. So I said to her, "Nuh-uh, that's how you play Scrattle." And she said, "You're always doing stuff wrong." And then I made a face at her. And then she pulled my hair. And then... I'm assuming you both got in trouble. Yeah. I scratched her and she started crying. So I got punished. I found the rule book later. She was right. I was playing the game wrong. I said sorry, but the way I played was fun too. Interesting. How are you picked for the YTDI? You seem different from the other trainees. At least compared to the others in their squadron. I don't know. One day these people in white clothes came to the orphanage. They didn't want to play or talk or anything. They just watched us for a week or so. Then this loud person told me and a bunch of other kids that we had a bright future ahead of us. And then they brought us here. Must have come from a world away, huh? I don't think so. I fell asleep on the bus because I couldn't sleep the night before. But when we got there, it wasn't even lunchtime. I see. Let's move on to the next question. Are you getting along with your squadron? We're all supposed to get along with our squadron. I guess that lines up with what Angie told me. But, it's okay. You can be honest with me. Okay. Most of my squad mates are boring apple polishers. They hate me just because the teacher gets mad at me and makes us stay in class for an extra 10 minutes. It's not my fault class is dull. And it's not like my doodles are bothering anyone. Did you know any of your squad mates back at the orphanage? No. For some reason, I was put in a different squad from everyone else I knew. Squad sorting must be done randomly. Trying to avoid pre-established social grouping? Sorry, I just had to jot something out. What about your roommate? What do you think of her? Roommate? You mean Shri? Well, she's really quiet most of the time. But once you get to know her, she's really smart and kind. And most importantly, she's my best friend. You told me that when you introduced her to me. Yep. She's also my first friend. And I guess my only one. When class is done, we talk about whatever we want and do things together. Oh, and she teaches me all kinds of stuff. Tutoring? Like a few weeks ago, she taught me how to do my hair. Aww. I'm gonna get going. It was nice popping in. Aw, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your Christmas time, Callie. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for popping on in. See you later. Bye-bye. That's awesome. Huh. So that's why you have a hairband there. Mm-hmm. I wear it all the time now. Is there anything else you do together? Filling in coloring books, playing Mary Mac or Sailor Went to Sea. Oh, and we read. Though Shri is way better than me at it. Like, way better. I heard the teacher say she was 2 reading levels ahead of the rest of her squad. Wow. That's genuinely impressive. I know, right? She's so cool. Aww. Which brings me to my third and final question. When Shri is not around, what do you like doing in your spare time? Sewing and knitting. When it's break time, I go to the arts and crafts room and make stuff. So far I've made a placemat and a headband and a scarf. I could show you them sometime if you want. maybe another time.
Okay. Just let me know when you've changed your mind. Actually, there's one more thing I like doing. But the teachers say it's not proper. Shoot. The word's right on the tip of my tongue. I know it begins with L and...
Is it literature?
Yeah, that's the one. Anyways, I like reading comics. There's a lot less words than Shriya's books, but they're filled with cool pictures.
Also, if I ever see you cry during a game, I'm gonna hug you and give all the loving I can to make you feel better. Aww. Thank you so much, Sevi. Thank you so much. Aww.
I wish my art was that cool.
Well, you know what they say, right? Practice makes perfect. If you keep going, you'll get where you need to be.
I'm one step ahead of you. That's why I doodle in class, so I can get good fast.
Is there anything else you enjoy doing?
Well, there's lots of stuff I want to try, but class and homework's always in the way. Ugh.
I'm sorry. I hope you can get more free time in the future.
Yeah, me too.
So that's all the questions I have. I think I'm comfortable stopping here.
Huh? You're leaving already?
Yes, I'm afraid I'm still playing catch-up with work.
Playing?
No, you know how you have your class...
Oh, I get it. You've got homework too, huh? You seem like a very busy lady, Dr. Deidre.
More so than usual. But I should have enough time to dig out my Scrattle board.
You have a Scrattle board?
I do, right in my basement. Or was it in storage? Either way, I'll find it, and we can play it in whichever way you want.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You shouldn't underestimate me, though. You're talking to a Scrattle champion. Or, an ex-champion. It's been a bit since I've last played.
Whoa, a Scrattle champion!
I really do have to go now. But here, please take this. Consider it a thank you of sorts. Aww. Okay, so she went with the grape one.
What's this?
It's a special kind of sticker. If you scratch it...
Whoa! It smells like grapes!
Yeah, it sure does. Is it, cool?
Thank you, Dr. Deidre.
And, thank you for talking with me.
I'll see you next week. Yes?
Keep bringing in awesome stuff like this, and I'll talk to you every day.
Aww. This is so wholesome. Wait, why is this actually so wholesome, though? What the frick? This is so cool. Oh, okay, we can choose every one of them now. Okay, I guess we'll go with this one, then. Oh, reread? Okay, I didn't realize that. Because you deserve all the hugs and kisses, Cassie. Aww. What about this? Oh, reread. I don't want to reread it, though. No. They're all... Oh, this is new. Deidre's phone. Sometimes Deidre needs Iris to lend her an ear. As Deidre's former supervisor, what advice can Iris give her? Alright, this is new. And Craft Center was nice. I mean, that's gotta be a good sign, right? A good sign and a good thing are different matters. Come on, help me out here. Help isn't what you're texting me for, is it? Besides, I'm a lot more concerned about the militaristic conditions you reported. That can change. Yet every time you critique some part of the YTDI, Dr. Tam seems to resist. Angie's always been pretty rigid. She's not a bad person, just very by the books. Dr. Tan is an associate director. She's been around for so long that she writes the book. No one's forcing her to stay where she is. I could have easily been in her shoes, Iris. Now with her scruples. I've never worked directly with Tam, but I know her reputation. She's got a savior complex. That's dangerous. What? She just wants to help people. I'm sure she believes that, but she works in cybernetics. And while you're holding a hammer, everything looks like a nail. You haven't seen her with the trainees. Every time we pass a group of them, she smiles and waves. That's how they're doing. And they give her the biggest, sweetest smiles back. They don't do that to any of the other researchers. Deidre. She's my friend, Iris. You're one of the brightest people I know. Maybe the best of your generation. So why are you looking away from the truth? You've seen the lab script, the classrooms, the panopticon, I don't know how to pronounce that.
You don't owe Tan your trust, or anyone at Stop for that matter. They've given their stamp of approval for all of this, and it smells rotten. We can heal that rot, if you say so. I just want to have faith in the colleagues and friends I've worked with for years. We've made the world the safest it's been in decades, so I'm positive that things will get better. Angie included. Even a genius can't change the mind of someone who's not listening. That's why the case study needs to go on. I will make them all listen. Right. Anything else you want to discuss? You know that trainee I chose to work with for my case study? CO458? I brought him a grape-scented sticker the other day. He loved it. Well then, I take back what I said. Sounds like it's all rosy over there. This is totally gonna be our main character, like getting super obsessed with helping out kids and like standing up and like doing the right thing or something. Also, geez, it's I don't know why they keep on showing us June 13th. Like it's still the same. This is all still the same day. Or it's been the same day for a while. Yes, look at that pillar. From the bridge, I gaze below at the courtyard. As the sun begins to set, it beams softly tint the YTDI's walls and floors a pale orange. It's comforting. Even the black of the pillar in the center of the room looks warmer than usual. Warm. I never thought I'd see the YTDI that way. I sad. I know, this is a really, really emotional game. I hope it's going to have a happy ending, though. But I don't know, because there is the original game, because this is a prequel. It's worlds apart from my first impression of it 1 month ago. 30 days of observing classes, conducting interviews, and writing notes, and they felt like seconds. I wonder if it's my age. The older I've grown, the quicker time passes. Summer, fall, winter, spring. All of it passing by while musing over my impending mortality won't get me anywhere. But the YTDI really does look warm right now. If there weren't other people in the building, I'd go to the ground floor and take a nap in the grass. Right now, I'm sure some of the trainees are doing the same. Children shouldn't have cybernetics, or lab script diets. The YTDI is an affront to my research. Any sane person would agree with me. It's why I'm doing everything I can to shut it down, behind the backs of the people who run this program. Yes, let's go! That's awesome. But I can't object to giving children, unwanted children, a home. An education. A guaranteed future. They don't have to hunt for scraps or wake up each morning and search for shelter over their heads. As long as they stay here, the YTDI... Once again, Angie's voice cuts through my thoughts short. Did I interrupt something? You're looking pretty contemplative. No, it's nothing. Could have fooled me. Am I that easy to read, Angie? Far from it. I've needed a lot of practice. Guess you've had plenty of opportunities to do so. So what can I do for you? Oh, it's nothing work-related. Not like I have a trainee info to give you anyways. I just wanted a chance to catch up. You've been here for, what, a month now? Oh, I have. I didn't think I had. Would you look at that? 1 month exactly. Lucky guess. You want to take a stroll? They say walking and talking gets the blood flowing. Talking gets the blood flowing? More than standing here staring at nothing. Come on. We've got a lot to catch up on, don't we? Alright. We begin to walk around the bridge's perimeter. Our pace is slow, aimless, lazy even, and our conversation is just as meandering. See any films lately? Any take-out places you'd recommend? I know modern art's not your thing, but I think you'd enjoy this new exhibit, and if you don't, you can pick where we have dinner next time. As we chat, my whole body relaxes. It was like this in the beginning, waiting outside of Stop's headquarters, excited to take Angie out for our pre-weekend burgers and milkshakes. We were young and the world didn't make sense, but our work always did.
Hey, D. D?
I hear Angie calling my name, and my mind snaps back into focus. Ooh, I like that visual. Is something wrong?
No, nothing.
I was just wondering if you were ready to, you know, bring up what was going on earlier. Oh, that. No pressure. If you're not up for it, no, I am. I just need a moment. Take all the time you need. I take a deep breath to think about how to approach this. I'm still coughing? No. I. Oh no. Hugs and kisses for Sav. I really hope you get. I really hope you get better soon, Savvy. I hope you can still enjoy Christmas even though you're a bit sick. Actually, can I ask you a question? As a friend? Go ahead. I'm all ears. Why did you end up working for the YTDI? Huh? That's a big question. That's one that's been on my mind a lot lately. You saw that classified file, yeah? Pardon me? The one with the summary documents and the How do you know about that? A disgruntled employee blew up at us a few months back. Swiped a bunch of files taken out of context and tried to shop them out to anyone who would listen. This was around when you were first curious about the YTDI, right? Yes. People asked me if I knew about it. Of course, at the time, I didn't have the full picture. You know those animals' rights groups? The ones with the ridiculous PR teams? They demonize undergrads for dissecting rats. Blast the web with oversaturated, gory photos, sensationalized blog posts, social media campaigns. The works. Cherry pick their information to make normal scientists look vile, and make themselves look heroic. But those lab researchers care for those animals like they were their own pets. There's piles of paperwork, elaborate onboarding procedures, frequent inspections on their welfare. Even on a practical level, they discourage their suffering. There aren't any rats at this facility, Angie. Of course not. Just wanted to make an analogy. You know, people exaggerating things and all that. Ah, okay. Then I apologize for it. No, I'm glad you pointed it out. Don't want you to take anything I said the wrong way. You were gonna tell me about why you joined the YTDI? Right. We went off topic, didn't we? Everyone has the right to a bright future. Most of these trainees don't come from pleasant backgrounds. All of them are orphans. Many of them lived in places that couldn't even feed them once a day. So if Stop hadn't intervened, their futures would have been... Well, that's why I think the YTDI has potential, you know? It provides us trainees with housing, a community, a secure life. And by giving them a secure life, the YTDI will prevent future crimes. So, in the long term, the YTDI will contribute to Stop's ration... How the fuck do you pronounce that? Rison... Diatre? What the fuck is... Never mind. Exactly. And in the short term, we're changing these trainees' lives for the better. Still, seeing children receive cybernetic enhancements, that just doesn't sit right with me. I understand. You don't want to be remembered as the mother of cyborg children, do you? I don't have anything to say to that. She's spot on. We don't do anything here for fickle reasons. Subjects are only ever cybernetically enhanced if we feel that their quality of life can be improved. That file you saw? All those photos? Every one of those children were physically disabled. But I saw there was a blonde girl with trainee 02145, I remember. Anophthalmia. Why are all the words in this game so hard to pronounce? Her poor vision caused her to struggle in class, so we gave her a new eye. Now her essays are on par with some of the top students in her squadron. I see. Some of these trainees came here with congenital defects. Others with injuries from horrible accidents. We've only ever used cybernetics to level the playing field between them and their abled squad mates. My shoulders feel lighter. My brow in furrows. I'm relieved to hear that. and I'm relieved to know that my legacy hasn't been completely tarnished. What? I was.
I want you to know if you have any concerns, you can always come and talk to me.
Aww.
Or just vent, if it's after hours.
Almost feels like old times.
Yeah, we're practically kids again.
Hey, want to come to the arts and crafts room? Wait, isn't it for trainees? So? Most of them are in their rooms right now. Even if that's true, you know I'm not good with... D. I'm not expecting the next cloud gate or anything. It's just to decompress. Fine. I'll come. Yes! But in return, I get to pick the restaurant for dinner. Aw, they're just like acting before. Aw. Oh, so we're eating out again? Just like old times. Aw. Just like old times indeed. This game is so sweet. August 13th. Oh boy, so it's been a whole 2 months. God damn. So I've already done... So let's see. Okay, this is new. Case study report 842070X. Regular conversations with CO458 have continued. Contrary to what I witnessed while observing this classroom, CO458 has been inquisitive and willing to cooperate with my study and our one-on-one interactions. It is my firm belief that CO458's intelligence is not below the norm. Rather, the teaching methods used by the YTDI are insufficient to engage him. What his instructions have labeled as acting out appears to instead merely be an expression of boredom. Considering the number of children the YTDI has under its roof, I do not believe that CO458 is the only trainee having difficulty with their assignments. I have noted that his squad's instructors rarely encourage creative solutions to exercises, and instead prefer completion of tasks to a set rubric. Standards-based teaching methods often produce results that look good on a spreadsheet, but they rarely result in significant information retention or well-developed critical thinking skills. On top of this, children with learning disorders are often left behind. What worries me is that CO458's antics often result in his entire class being punished for his actions. The intent behind this measure is to emphasize that the squad is a unit. A failure on one member's part reflects on them all. Perhaps this is successful in other squads, but in CO458's case, all they seem to have managed to do is other him from his peers. Dr. Daedre Destrange. This really hits close to home. This is really relatable, oh my god. This game is such good commentary on fucking... August 12th, 2017. I wasn't prepared for the number of trainees who were happy to be at the YTDI. The number of trainees who were overjoyed just because they had clean clothes and sheets. And money doesn't necessarily buy quality, but stop really isn't cheaping out on their schooling and board. They're practically throwing money at this program, even if the staff sometimes treat their trainees carelessly. The trainees are given a rigorous curriculum of maths, literacy, physical education, and self-defense. But the instruction is cold. I'm not a teacher, but I know that I only learned to love science because a physics teacher told me I'd be a good fit for her club. If she hadn't shown me personal attention, where would I be now? No amount of punishment could have made me Dr. Destrange. One time I watched CO458 and a squadron line up to receive the results of their grammar quiz. It wasn't hard for me to guess how well each trainee did. Some shied away from their squad mates. Others threw their heads back in relief. But when CO458 arrived at the front of the line, what happened? Oh no, what happened?
What? I have to do another makeup quiz? But I studied really hard this time.
Not hard enough, I'm afraid. The quiz will start at the time I wrote. See you then.
No, no, no. That's gonna get in the way of my crafting time. Why can't it be...
There's no point in throwing a tantrum. You're going to take the makeup quiz at the time I set, whether you like it or not. Now go. It's rude to hold up the rest of your squadron. Again. I relate to this kid so much, holy shit. This is so relatable. I want to give him a hug. Alright, everyone. 10-minute penalty. Line up against the whiteboard, quietly. That's so... CO458. You'll be in the middle. Aww. And they're just lining up. Aww. As CO458 dragged his feet to the front of the classroom, I watched the other trainees. Some of them rolled their eyes at him. Others gave him a bitter glare. Given the way the teachers pitted the trainees against CO458, I wasn't surprised they disliked him. To them, he was a dead weight to their squadron, an underperforming troublemaker. And to me, he was... Seeing no one help him left an indescribable emptiness in my chest. Children like him aren't dumb. If you treat them this way, they'll learn that their performance determines their worth as a person. I've known college students who found that level of responsibility overwhelming, but these trainings are elementary schoolers. They need coaching to get things through to them. Frankly, I'm surprised there aren't more stragglers. I acknowledge... No, just... Hold on. I can't quite see. No, just sad. I know, this game is really sad, but also really wholesome. I acknowledge the YTDI is a new program and STOP is an educational organization. Growing pains are par for the course. Angie's been listening to my criticisms. She's not... No, I'm just depressed? No. Why are you depressed? Come here, quote. Hugs and kisses to quote everybody. And to Sev, but also quote. Why are you depressed just in general, not because of the game? What the heck? I didn't know that. Or are you just joking around? It's hard to tell with you, quote, if you're just joking around or not. But if you're not, that's... She's not stonewalling me, but she's defensive and practiced at it. She's always ready to fire off statistics in response. Half of the trainees were illiterate before they came here. Now 98% are performing above metrics. Meanwhile, when I asked about my own suggestions for the YTDI, she claims they're in the queue to be heard. That there's this long chain of command to go through. She is listening to me. Is she? Yeah, I was gonna say, except when it comes to the use of cybernetics. Angie says they're helping disabled trainees, but she brushes off their side effects as easily as if we were discussing fringe theories in the classroom. And whenever she does, I can't help but wonder, how are those trainees copying with technology grafted to their bodies? Or coping with technology grafted to their bodies, excuse me. Did they ask for these enhancements? Do I want my research to be associated with these procedures? Well, I'll try to be patient with Angie for now. Convincing people takes time. Besides, the YTDI has other problems. The trainees sleep in a panopticon. No matter where their rooms are, there'll be guards and cameras peering inside. The games, books, and shows they have access to are limited in their themes, and I've seen more than one trainee tense up whenever I pass by their dorm's window. I'm sure the staff are miserable too. The guards eat their meals while they're on duty. The teachers' curriculums are stringent, and it's on one of the researchers can see their screens when they're blatantly ignoring what's in front of them. If STOP wants its own boarding school division or JROTC program, more power to them. But I wish the YTDI wouldn't be so cavalier with cybernetics, overbearing with security measures, draconian with education. I don't know. The more I think about it, the less I want to write. I hope Angie was right about my suggestions about being in the queue. I have this dreadful feeling that change can't come soon enough. D. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's check this. Daedre, did you censor anything from your talks with Tan? Or, Daedre, did you censor anything from your talks with Tan? From what I can read, she is far from honest. Angie isn't some zealot. She's a brilliant scientist and a dear friend. I just needed a little more time to get her on my side. It's been 3 months. When I said she was rigid, I wasn't kidding. But, you know, talking to her made me think. If we rebuild the YTDI from the inside out, it could be a net positive for children everywhere. 4 months ago, you were afraid the YTDI would leave you with a foul legacy. That your research on cybernetic sync rates would make you the mother of cyborg children. Now you want to rebuild the YTDI? If they got rid of the cybernetics, I'm confident that STOP could turn the YTDI into a competent institution. Competent institutions don't feed kids lab script. I'm not going to burn everything down for a better future. It's not incompatible with what you want, Iris. Think, Daedra. Stop is a security organization, not a charity. They offer peace of mind for sale. They do anything to keep world leaders lining their pockets. Why else would they be enhancing children except for their own benefit? They only give cybernetics to physically disabled trainees. I doubt those trainees asked for them. This argument is unproductive, Iris. Look, let's say the YTDI was shut down tomorrow, like you clearly want it to be. Where would all the trainees go? Who else would have the resources and the will to take them all in? Stop didn't make the YTDI with kind intentions. I can tell you that much. Don't be so conspiratorial. Don't be so blind. Your research built the foundations for this program. I know. Then speak up. Holy crap. I'm genuinely, like, really fascinated as, like, where this is gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play the other game that I have scheduled, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play malViolence, because this is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. If it doesn't end soon, then we might have to play that other game some other time. Hopefully we can play both, though.
Oh, the video camera wasn't on.
Oopsie.
Here we are.
Guess the world will never know the results of our grand Scrattle match, huh?
It's quite a shame. Your skills have improved tremendously.
But I lost again.
Well, I was a Scrattle champion. You just learned this rule set a couple of weeks ago. I mean it. You are very good. I think you could go toe-to-toe with Shreya, you know.
Oh-ho! Have you foolish adults finally reevaluated my reading ability? Oh, wait. I don't think Shreya knows how to play Scrattle.
Could you cheat her? From what you told me, I think she'd also make a wonderful player. And fucking as this isn't a Merry Christmas. Aww. Everybody give hugs to Quote, everybody. Aww. Also, if there were ads earlier, you should have told me. I would have paused for you. Seriously, if there's ads, just let me know when ads start and end so I can just pause so you don't miss anything, you guys. I'm pretty sure I added it to the rules below, but if I did not, I should really get on to doing that, because it's genuinely, I don't want you guys to miss out. Maybe
I don't know if I'll have time, you know?
What do you mean? Did something happen?
Aw. Can I tell you a secret?
Okay.
So, my teacher asked me to stay behind in class. I thought he'd spotted me drawing again, but he told me I didn't have to study anymore because one of the researchers had talked to him.
That's strange. What did they tell him?
Well, they said I'm gonna go through my first processing.
Processing? What is that?
I don't know. None of us know. I mean, I know that everyone gets processed eventually, and that process trainees graduate, and then when you graduate, you'll leave the initiative.
That's rather vague.
That's what I said. They must be hiding something. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. When I think about it at night, I can't sleep. It makes my skin all prickly. But you want to know what's really strange? None of my squad mates are getting processed with me.
Is that unusual?
Yeah. We always see other trainees leave for processing in groups of 2 or 3 or 4. Never one.
CO458,
I'm not stupid. I know why I was picked. It's 'cause I doodle in class. 'Cause I forget my homework. 'Cause when it's time for group projects, none of my squad mates want to work with me. And 'cause whenever I try to talk to someone, they always act so tired. My squad, the other trainees, even my teachers. I know they want me processed. I sense it even when they don't speak to me. Because they all hate me.
I don't think that's true. Shreya doesn't hate you.
She's in a different squad. She doesn't have to be around me when we do class. If she was always getting punished because of me...
Well, I like you too. How about that?
You're just saying that because of your case study thing.
No. No. I mean it. You're a talented artist. Your excitement is infectious. You're much smarter than people give you credit for. And I think you're lovely just the way you are. Aww. Oh my gosh, this game is so sweet.
Can I ask you something?
Go right ahead.
Could you visit me as soon as my first processing is over?
Of course. I mean, my case study requires it.
Pinky swear?
Pinky swear.
And if you break your promise?
You can, break my finger?
Huh? Really?
No, that's not how it... Please don't. But I will come back for you, no matter what. Aww. This is so cute. Holy crap.
Promise.
Aww. Oh my gosh. This game is actually so precious. Holy shit. Is it gonna go, by the way? It's just hanging on this black screen. There we go. August 29th. I was gonna say. Boy. Alright. Yeah, you can't click on the computer quite yet. Oh boy. Still going. I think we won't have time for the other game. I think we're just gonna have time for this one game. Case study report 81427X. Focus study of CO458 is on hold while the subject undergoes processing. Observations of CO458's former squad have continued in the meantime with little to report. Sadly. I mean, yeah, I guess I was hoping that we were gonna get through both games tonight, but it seems like we're only just gonna get through the first one, and we'll do the other one some other time. Maybe if we finish one shot tomorrow, like quickly, then maybe we could finish it then. We'll see. Without CO458's presence, classroom time is quiet and proceeds evenly. Conducted short interviews with trainees in his cohort. Anxiety about future graduation is high. Currently seeking clearance to visit CO458 in recovery. Will update after I have had an opportunity to do so. Dr. D. Dre Destrange. Let's go over here. The diary entries are always, like, the most emotional parts. August 20th, 27X. Where could CO458 have gone? The security board told me that it would be at least another week before he'd return. Of course, they didn't mention anything about processing. Processing. It sounds scientific, but it could mean practically anything. And if it happens to involve cybernetics, no, there's only so much they can do before puberty. It should be minor, maybe even... Why am I still trying to rationalize this? I've deferred to stop and all its excuses, despite having the proof right in front of me. They want to use my research to modify children. Why? I don't know, and frankly, it doesn't matter. If the YTDI really was serving the greater good, why have Angie and her coworkers acted so evasive? So secretive? I can't afford to be humble or gracious or cowardly anymore. I know more about cybernetics than every other researcher in their department put together. And yet, I allowed myself to be cowed. I acted respectably. I never caused a scene, because I cared much more about appeasing Stop than doing the right thing. I can't look away anymore, so they shouldn't be able to either. I'll finish my reports. Thrust it in their faces, make them see what they've wrought. I'll be diplomatic, even if it means biting my tongue. And I'll write this. All cybernetics have limitations. If CO458 is being modified, the most they could do is enhance his optic nerves. Still invasive and perverse, but once he's endured the anesthesia and intense PT regimens, it ultimately won't affect his daily life. They wouldn't risk harming a valuable young subject with anything more extreme. Hopefully the worst will soon be over. CO458's still active. Once he's gone through processing, I'll make every effort to place him in an environment better suited for a child his age. But first, I need to think of an appropriate recovery gift. Something I can fit in my lab coat pockets. D. He is in processing. I won't get to see him for at least another week. I thought there'd be more time. He's still so small. Is there anything you know about processing, Iris? Please tell me it's only skin deep. I'm sorry. I never oversaw any of the projects directly. By the time the YTDI was founded, I was already on the way out. Surely you have something on it, Iris. I know you keep tabs on everything. Not on this. Processing is kept under especially tight wraps at the YTDI. As you've guessed, it is a step related to cybernetic enhancement, but beyond that, I should have done something. I should have used my authority, my expertise to intervene before it was too late. Instead, I just stood by the sidelines. I never even raised my voice. I know I've been critical sometimes, harsh even, but I think this would have gone ahead anyways, no matter what you did. Really? For my impression of these people, definitely. How encouraging. Listen. I was given a polite exit, but your name still carries weight at stop. Your case study is compelling and detailed, and I have no doubt that little boy is going to be more than happy to see you again once he's out of there. You just need to save your strength for the right time, and when that time comes, don't take no for an answer. Thank you, Iris. I just hope I'm not too late. Oh. Ooh, this disc. This is new. The heck is this? Oh, another interview with S1474. That's... Who was that? Is that his friend? It's on August 20th. Yeah, okay, that is his friend. Thank you for speaking with me. I'm sorry, by the way, about how sudden all this is.
It's okay. I can always do my homework tomorrow morning.
Though I might not finish before class starts. Ah, your teachers already know about your interview today. They agreed to give you an extension. I didn't know they gave extensions. They've never given them before? No. In my squad, we're supposed to move at the same pace as each other. Like a flock of birds, right? So an extension for someone who falls behind is... From what your teachers have told me, you seem like the leader among your squadron. I got the impression that they didn't expect a missed assignment to leader you. Does that make you feel better? Good. Then please introduce yourself.
My name is Trainee S4-174.
You told me your name the first time we met. Why not now?
I didn't want C0-458 to feel alone.
Aww. I see. What was your life like before you joined the YTDI? You don't have to talk about anything that makes you uncomfortable. It was very far away from here. I see. Thank you. I'll move on. Question 2. Are you getting along with your squadron? Honestly? Please. Honestly, I feel like I'm trapped inside class. My squad mates see me. They know I exist, but they don't know how to reach me. And to be honest, I don't know how to reach them either. It probably doesn't help that they're weirded out by my arm. None of my squad mates are missing anything, but that doesn't stop the kids in other squads from getting along. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Or maybe it's that lady. The one with the messy hair and the dangly earrings. You mean Angie? Dr. Tan? What does she... She likes to meet me after class. Ask me how I'm doing with my homework.
have me write or carry things for a few minutes. Sometimes she'll take a roll of measuring tape and wrap it around my arm. And if I do well, she'll pat my head and give me candy. I thought candy was practically contraband around here. I don't mind any of that, but every time Dr. Angie takes me aside, she and my teachers tell my squad mates to follow my example. And I think some of them are jealous of that. And how do you feel about it? Sick to my stomach. I don't like working. I don't like being in the spotlight. They call me a hard worker, but I'm just trying to escape notice. Just trying to avoid arguments, fights. The other kids. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. But my squad mates drag me into their messes anyway. They want Dr. Angie's attention. They want to be praised. They want candy, and they all want to be someone's favorite. My class scares me, Dr. Deidre. We don't have to talk about them anymore if you don't want to. Please. Well then, what do you think of CO458? CO458? I like him. He's my best friend. He told me the same thing. That makes me really happy. When I first came to the YTDI, he was my assigned roommate. As soon as I entered my dorm, he marched over and swung his hand up to greet me. He had this big, goofy grin on his face. I've seen it before. Strangers that act friendly. Bad people with fake smiles that are trying to get something from you. And I didn't know what he wanted from me. So for the first few weeks, I tried to avoid him as much as possible. Finding a quiet corner in the library. Hiding in a bush in the middle of the courtyard. I thought he'd get tired of it after a couple of days, but somehow he'd always find me anyway.
One day, I couldn't stand it anymore. So I just asked him, "Why do you keep bugging me?" And you know what he told me? "You look lonely. I want to be your friend." He wasn't hiding anything. He didn't want anything from me. Somehow, I could just tell he was sincere.
And that's how you two became close?
After that, I stuck with CO458 whenever I could. Playing games with him, writing stories together. Sometimes we'd just sit in silence and read books from the library. I owe a lot to Pet CO458. Because of him, my dorm's the one place I don't feel like I'm walking on eggshells. But
Is something wrong? The camera? It's a standard model. Video but no audio. There's no need to worry. It won't pick up on anything we say.
Really? But in class, we're told they have microphones.
Some of them do, technically. But the mic's limited in range, so it'll only record poor quality sound. And since fixing poor sound is expensive and time-consuming, stop usually keeps the mics off.
I see.
Did you want to continue?
I'm worried about CO458. You've been watching over him, right?
Yes.
So you've seen how they treat him in class.
Yes.
If you stay a bad student, you'll get a nasty punishment. One that'll change your life forever. That's what everyone whispers. When I first heard the rumor, I was terrified. I didn't want CO458 to... Not after everything he did for me. So, I tried helping him after school. I taught him how to concentrate in boring classes, or fake it. We read through textbooks together. I even wrote him sheets of study notes. But no matter how hard he tried to get better, he kept getting picked on. Even though he was improving, they kept singling him out, and then he told me he was getting processed.
Do you know what that means?
No. But after he said it, he didn't want to look at me anymore.
They took him away last week. Without him, everything's so quiet. He's not flipping through comic books, or scribbling on his desk, or rummaging through my box of hairbands.
Aww.
Am I a bad friend for thinking he's being punished right now?
I wish I knew what to say. Aren't you a doctor? Don't you know what's happening to him? I'm sorry. I'm as much in the dark as you are. But knowing CO458, I'm sure he'll be okay. He's a strong boy. You think so? I know so. He is the center of my case study, after all. I hope you're right. I think I'll conclude our interview here. You look tired. Do I? Honestly, you look like you're about to fall asleep. Maybe. Would a parting gift help cheer you up? I have a pack of scented stickers. Here, choose whichever one you want.
Thank you, but I'll be alright.
You really don't want one? I thought they were cool.
Don't worry about me. Dr. Angie has me covered. Save them for Pavel.
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, we probably have to click there. Okay, now an interview with him. Processed equals death. I mean, not literally, but it seems to have, like, gotten rid of his personality or something. Oh no.
Good afternoon, CO458.
I see you're back from processing, but what happened to him?
Dr. Deidre? You came!
Oh. You sound surprised. I promised you I'd visit, didn't I? Yeah, but... Okay, at least he's feeling better. That's good. It's been a really long week. I kind of wondered if you'd forgotten. Never. What's this on the floor? Oh, it's just a puzzle piece. Shreya was working on finishing it while I was gone. But when I was wheeled back, it got trampled on. Shree wasn't happy about that. I can imagine. Here, I got you something. I figured you need a pick-me-up after processing. Aw, fruit gushies! Oh, let's go. Whoa! There's some snacks from outside. I promise they'll taste nothing like script. I didn't know they made food so colorful and tasty. Glad I picked out something good. So, what have you been up to since processing? Just resting? Well, I'm trying. But Shri keeps bringing me classwork. I thought I didn't have to study anymore. That's very rude of them. I'm sorry, CO458. You know, I've been thinking. You don't have to call me that. You can call me Pavel. For the sake of the case study, I really shouldn't break protocol. Did you break protocol for the gummies? Alright. I'm sorry, Pavel. Much better. Is having a proper name important for you? Indeed it is. It's a big deal for you, too. Not just anybody gets to call me by my true name. Oh. Yeah. It's like I'm letting you use it. You and Shri, no one else. You're my inner circle. You get to know my secret identity.
Like a superhero, huh?
Exactly like a superhero.
Got it. I'll keep it hush-hush then. Have you been outside this room since processing?
No. When I said I was bedridden earlier, I wasn't
Exaggerating?
Thanks. You always got the right word for me. But yeah, being bedridden, it's really starting to bug me. It's like I've got a house cold.
You mean cabin fever?
Whatever. They're the same thing anyways.
Then what happened during your processing?
Well, I was kind of getting... It was kind of like getting my teeth cleaned. Like, one moment, I'm laying on this long, hard table. They've got this big, big light over me. It kind of looked like a spider with a bunch of eyes and legs. The light was super bright underneath, and I was surrounded by all these doctors in white uniforms and masks. I was told to count down from 60, so I did, but then I fell asleep before I could finish. And then I woke up, and...
What happened? What in the... Whoa, 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 whoa. What? What happened? Was there something wrong with your legs?
Wrong? No. Nothing was wrong with them. But now they can give me better legs. You know, an upgrade.
Better ones?
Ones that'll let me run faster, jump higher. Like a real superhero, you know? Really, it's okay. If I just practice hard.
I believe you, Pavel. You don't have to move. Please. Holy shit. What the fuck? What? What? You're very brave. Do you know that, Pavel?
Of course I'm brave. Brave like a hero.
Here. Hide these under your pillow.
Make them count. I'll be back in a week. Promise.
Oh my god.
See you again, Dr. Deidre.
Oh my gosh, dude. What? Holy shit. If she doesn't start actually taking action right now, I swear. That just seals the deal. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't be a part of this. No one should be a part of this, finally. It's not enough to leave. The fact that anything like this could happen in a modern facility. Maybe it was always naive to think that one case study could fix stop. Yeah, no, but if so, what then? What now? What the actual fuck? This is crazy. This game is so crazy. What in the world? Oh, what's gonna happen next? September 9th, 2070X. Oh, I don't like how the text is jittering like that. Oh, the text is jittering. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, lordy lord. Yeah, we're definitely only gonna be... I've seen too much. Me too. Goodness gracious. But off... I'm pretty sure you're trying to say cut off his arms. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. Goodness. We're definitely not going to be able to get to the other game today. Like, there's no way. We're just going to be able to finish this. I guess I'll go with this first. This was lighting up. I've got my 2 weeks notice lined up with Pavel's estimated graduation. The moment he's out of the system, I've taken him and leaving. Smartest thing you said in a while. Do you have any concerns? It's possible that they won't let him graduate. Promises for services rendered don't mean much to people who mutilate children. And if my case study is half as explosive as I'm hoping it to be, it's not the kind of thing that stop will let circulate for long. There are plenty of people out there willing to listen to you. Not after I slander an internationally beloved crime-fighting organization. We don't have friends in PR or allies in the media. It'd be easy to paint me as another disgruntled former employee, disappointed with a lack of direction in her career and looking for a book deal. Sorry, Deidre. I wish I could tell you that won't happen. But even if things do go to shit on your end, allow me to give you a silver lining. When Pavel gets out, and he will, you can bring him here. Aww. Iris. Once upon a time, it was a garage. Then it was an unrealized research lab with some living quarters. Now it's yours. It's no five-star hotel, but it's not too bad this time of year. There's even a river nearby. I don't know what to say. You're just giving that to me? What did you expect? I'm a wealthy woman with very few hobbies. I would have ended up renting it out even if I even remembered it was there. Much better for you two to get some use out of it. Thank you, Iris. I really mean it. I already owe you so much. Hey, the place isn't that big. I'll keep that in mind. You'd better. I don't want to hear any complaints about it being cramped down the line. Stay safe, Deidre. I'll try. Aww. Holy crap, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do this next. Case Study Report 93-2070X. I am absolutely appalled at the Youth Training and Development Initiative's decision to perform major amputation on trainee CO458. Improvements in synchronization rates are irrelevant. This technology was only ever intended for use in adults, save for rare exceptions. The relatively static state of an adult body allows for easier construction of prosthetics, and only a mentally mature individual can reasonably be expected to endure the inevitable side effects of its cybernetic implantation. Let me be clear, rejection symptoms are not a risk, they are an inevitability. For all the advancements in biotech over the past few decades, there have not been enough to stop the body from revolting against artificial neurons when they are stitched into its muscles, or from realizing that the hunk of polyurethane and silicon in its skull is not a part of its gray matter. Medication can suppress the body's immune response and stave off seizures, but it is a patch, not a long-term solution. Despite these packs, CO458 was approved for a full transfemoral amputation and implant preparation procedure. I cannot conceive of a scenario that justifies the callous removal of two completely healthy limbs from a young child. The fact remains that CO458's quality of life has been significantly impacted for no reason beyond the YTDI's goals. If this is the level to which the YTDI is allowed to conduct itself, then it is clear to me that STOP has become little better than the organization it once worked to squash. There is no theoretical threat or future crime that justifies what I have witnessed. If this is what my research is now supporting, then I would rather have never pursued it in the first place. Dr. Deidre Strange. I can still check. Well, that's probably just repeats. So let's do that. September 3rd, 2070X. They took his legs. As if stripping him of his name wasn't enough, they ripped his legs off his body. Why? I can't think of any good reason for this. Pavel, sunlight that he has, said that they plan to give him better ones. He even tried to prove it in spite of the pain. And the worst part is it's not over. He hasn't graduated yet. The last time I tried to visit him, he'd been taken back in for further processing. I had to find out from Shreya, of all people. The guards barely seemed to care. Asking about his absence was like asking about the garbage being taken out a day earlier. Someone else did the work, so they didn't need to know. They said all of this while looking at me with that expression they always wore on duty. One of malaise, of superiority, of contempt. Funny how they pressed the kids to be smilingly obedient while the adults looked like bored children. This is crazy, dude. When I entered the room, I noticed a distinct coldness in the air. Shreya looked awful. Had she been eating properly? She seemed so frail. If she was taken to the operating table, now her chances of survival. I had to leave STOP, and the YTDI has to go with me. I don't want any of this to be my legacy. As if. What's an academic supposed to do against an intergovernmental organization with unlimited resources and an ever-growing supply of cybernetic muscle? Maybe I can follow Iris's example. This case report will be my indictment of STOP. My voice should still carry enough importance to damn it on my way out of the door. But if I try to make an impact with my exit instead of leaving quietly, what'll happen next? If I say anything about those cages the kids were kept in, the courts will bury me, and I'll have to hope that STOP doesn't single me out extrajudicially. And if they do, I'll have to kiss my future academic opportunities goodbye. But so what? They can't expect me to keep quiet after everything I've seen. That one conversation with Angie still makes my blood boil. We were observing a physical education class. The kids were told to run laps to the point of exhaustion, and knowing the YTDI, they probably were forced to run past that point for research purposes. While the teachers were tending to them, Angie leaned over and whispered to me, Look at how strong they're growing. Healthy and smart and tough as nails. Isn't it incredible? Then she looked at the back ranks and soured, but there are still stragglers. Gotta iron out all the kinks eventually. After she said that, she turned back to me. You know, if that squadron were enrolled in public school, some PSHE teacher would be coddling them by now. None of them would ever know how much they could achieve with just a little more pressure, with just one more push from someone who knows how much they can take. Back in school, I know this kid. One with a hole in their heart, maybe some large ASD. They had it rough, but they persevered. Didn't pity themselves, had pride. But the teachers insisted on coddling them, waiting on them hand and foot, carrying their books, giving them extra exam time, letting them skip phys ed. The adults around them let their condition define their life. By the time we graduated, I barely recognized them. Ended up more ghost than person. If I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't let them fail themselves like that. Does she think we're still friends? I've been speaking to her less and less. By now she's basically talking to herself, and I hate seeing her inner ugliness rear his head. As soon as Pavel's healthy enough to graduate, I'll make my move. But I'm not leaving Stop without him. D. Okay. I feel like the game's almost done. I feel like the ending is coming up really soon. Yeah, look at that. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. This is so creepy, dude. September 9th, 2070X. Holy crap. Whoa.
Whoa, D.
Huh?
There's a fire drill going on?
What? Oh, no, I was just looking for Pavel. I can't find him anywhere. Pavel? Who's... Oh. CO458. Well, it's okay. I'm certain he's around somewhere. I mean, it's very safe here. It's not like he could have just wandered off. Of course not. And yes, it is very safe here. What? I'm not convinced that any of this is necessary. You're talking about processing? For starters. D, post office never going to look pretty. You know that. You've seen it thousands of times. On soldiers, volunteers, adults. You didn't see the places we pulled these kids out of. Filthy, overcrowded, underfunded. This facility's very clean and very well funded. That doesn't make it right. Whatever your justifications are, I'm not sure I appreciate your tone. We've been nothing but transparent with you from the beginning. We've given you complete access to our building, our resources, even our subjects. I had to fight for you, you know. Then why wasn't I notified about Pavel's processing? Maybe you weren't on the right mailing list. There are no conspiracies here, D. You, of all people, had to have known exactly what the initiative's goals are. Angie, Look, I'm not in the mood to argue medical ethics with you in the goddamn hallway. CO458's in recovery. He's fine. What? How?
This isn't some back alley surgeon for hire operation. We know what we're doing. Do you?
Well, jeez, they really make... She sounds like manipulative. Like, every time that we talk to her, it almost sounds like...
Are you?
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, God. Your head. Your hair. Your eye. It's... Oh, no.
Dr. Deidre?
No. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No. Pavel, wait. I've got you. Just stay right there. Oh my gosh, dude. Holy crap. Has anybody been here to take care of you? Oh. Well, I think so. Shreya's been here at night a few times. Hasn't said much, though. I pretend to be asleep because I think she might be scared of me now. She's probably worried about you. I'll go and talk to her, okay? Okay. I really don't want to upset her. You don't have to worry about upsetting anyone, okay? You haven't done anything wrong. How are you feeling? I don't know. Tired and weird. It's alright. I'm scared. My graduation is soon, and I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen. What else they'll do to me. Just close your eyes for me, okay? Havel? Ah, he's asleep. Oh my gosh, dude. Holy crap. They're going to tear him apart. Rearrange him again and again. And not just him, all the other trainees here. All the other children yet to come. Over and over and over. And for what? This is my fault. My research laid the foundation for this. My reputation funded this. I let this happen. I did this. There has to be something I can do. No, I have to do something more than writing words on a goddamn page. That's it. I'll break him out. Prevent him from graduating. And burn this program down to the ground as we leave. At this point, this isn't even a call for justice. It's just plain cause and effect. September 16th. Oh my gosh, dude. This game is so tense, but it's so good. Holy crap. Thank you so much for sending this to me, dude. Oh, look at the lighting. Do you think I'm doing the right thing? I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I just want to get Pavel out. Aren't you doing precisely that? Yes. But there's a growing list of asterisks. I can't save the other children, the numbers just don't work. And how does that make you feel? Like garbage. Where will they go? They know nothing about the real world. Kids are tougher than you think. No tougher than Stop. You'd be surprised, they'll adapt. That doesn't make me feel any better. I doubt anything could right now. What about a confession? I wanted all of this. The recognition, the respect, the budgets, the pay. You know, before I came to Stop, I took 5 internships in one summer. Barely got my foot out the door before I added them to my CV and never looked back. And we all do. That's the game we play. I liked playing that game. I was good at it. And there's a sizable, cowardly portion of me that doesn't want to give it up. And do you worry about Dr. Tan and the rest? Despite myself, yes. That's just the kind of person you are. In case we don't get the chance to reconnect for a while. Let me say this. Every system falls apart eventually. Its entropy, force files are natural and healthy. Stop is no exception. If people are horrified by your findings and your methods, that's for the best. They'll quit, they'll leave in droves. And you'll have gotten them out of a dark hole. And if I hurt people, then you'll just have to make up for it. And the kids, they'll be strong. Even if their new lives aren't cushy or clean, they'll be lives that they choose for themselves. Again, that's not reassuring. I know. Very little is right now. You have a lot to answer for, Dee. You're already a history maker. From here on, I'm sure you'll be making history in a good way. Try to remember that when you eat breakfast with Pavel. Then, is this goodbye? It has to be. But you'll be in my home. I'll be there in some way. In fact, the sheets might still smell like me. Iris, Gross. Apologies, couldn't help myself. But you don't need me anymore. Think I slept a few minutes because your voice? Aww. Thank you, that's very sweet. Thank you. You'll do good. You always have. Thank you. Take care now. You were always my star pupil, Deidre. I trust you'll remember me as your mentor and friend. Hopefully when you're retired and peacefully bird watching. Goodbye. I'll miss you, Dr. Kai. Case study reports. 9927X. You're welcome, you cutie. Oh man, what's this gonna be? Met with CO458 today. Engaged in normal conversation and activities with the subject. CO458 became tired shortly into the session, so the visit was cut short after about an hour. CO458's temperature and blood pressure appeared to be higher than normal levels during the visit, recommending an increase in immunosuppressant dosage. Recovery otherwise appears to be on pace with expected timeline. Look at how short that is, and look at how... Oh my gosh. I can't believe she's still writing in that. That's crazy. I'm going to destroy my life's work. They'll have to update the textbooks. A small footnote at the bottom of the page on the back, or in the back of the index. Dr. Deidre Destrange went on to commit multiple terrorist acts. We in no way, shape, or form approve of her blah blah blah. Fine by me, so long as they leave my name in. A curious kid might search for that crazy lady's name on the internet. Find a case report written by her and give it a read. Better a pariah who speaks the truth than a diligent researcher who can't stand to look at it. As I walk through the YTDI's halls, my stomach drops whenever I pass the spots I'll rig. Though the guards just stand around and glower at the kids, they are still combat-ready professionals, more than a match for little old me. If they ever catch onto my plans, they could drop me before I even enter the building. Funny. I haven't feared others being able to hear my thoughts since I was in college. I remember feeling guilty when I learned about thermal runaway and lithium-ion batteries. When I realized how easily this knowledge could be reapplied, I was convinced that there was something wrong with me. Maybe I was right back then. Compared to my usual work, making bombs is dead simple. I spent most of my time planning how I'd space out the fertilizer purchases. Looking back on it, smuggling Pavel's snacks made for a fine trial run. I have surefire proof that the guards won't check me. So why am I still so anxious? If it's not my legacy and it's not the process itself, am I afraid of what'll happen to Pavel after all this? I can house him thanks to Iris. I have money. I can cook. But there's still so much I don't know about Pavel. How will I care for his medical needs? How will I educate him? Will freeing him doom him to a life in hiding? And Shreya? And the other children? And every other poor soul that's been victimized by this program? Where will they go once I'm gone? Even if I could house them all, they wouldn't be free to leave. Not with stop on their tail. I'd have just moved them from a spacious cell to a cramped one. A cramped one next to a river. Still... I'd never forgive myself if I left Pavel behind. My research led to him getting hurt. I won't let that happen again. I've done all the planning I can. From now, I think a eulogy to a life of service is in order. To my colleagues, the good ones, I hope you've been working from home. To the rest, you've got no right to complain about what comes next. And to stop, this is war. Plant any more seeds, and I'll salt the earth. D. Okay, I think we're finally gonna see it. I think we're finally gonna see her do her mission. Oh my gosh. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. September 9th, 2070X. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm so excited. What's gonna happen? I hope everything goes well.
Hello, Pavel.
Oh. Good afternoon, Dr. Deidre.
Feeling alright? Me? It'll take a lot more than this to... It's okay. You can be honest. Did your graduate training not go well? No. Every time they show up closes of his body, it's just, oh my gosh. It was scary. Scary and confusing. Could you tell me what happened? What was the training like?
Well, they've been running tests on the chip they put in my head. When it turns on, it's like my brain squeezed into a box or a minecart. It can only go on the tracks.
That does sound scary.
Yeah. I had to do all these stupid reflex exercises, and after that, they made me solve math problems and other dumb stuff. Oh, they looked at me over their clipboards and data pads. And so far, I've been doing good. I was doing everything they wanted, even when it felt weird. It felt like somebody was looking over my shoulder. Only that the shoulder wasn't there and that somebody was me. And someone else was moving my body. Speaking for me. Speaking for me like it wasn't my body anymore. I was just so scared. It was gross and strange and...
Deep breaths, Pavel.
And I just couldn't take it anymore. I did something bad. I was upset. I couldn't help it. I couldn't...
Pavel? Pavel? Oh my god. I've got you, Pavel. I got you. You're safe. I'm going to call emergency services right now. You'll be okay. I promise. Shit. Shit. He's on his side. There's nothing in his way. I didn't set a timer for 5 minutes. I've done everything I can. But why isn't the emergency call button working? It worked for another trainee. I've seen it before. The maintenance team always checks it. Is there something wrong with his... No. They wouldn't dare. Dr. Deidre?
Pavel? It's okay, Pavel. It's okay.
You had a seizure, but you're safe and I've cleaned you up. It's okay. Oh my god, I'm so glad he's safe.
Why?
No.
Why did they do this to me? Why? It hurts. They want to hurt me. They want to punish me, don't they? Because I'm broken. That's why they want to fix me to be like the other kids. I can't stay alive and I never will. They're gonna keep taking me apart until I break. Taking me apart piece by piece like this forever.
Pavel, you have to calm down for me, alright? You're going to make yourself sick.
But
It'll be okay. It's over now. I'll make sure they won't hurt you anymore. I mean it. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Holy crap, this game is so crazy. I did not expect this game to be as, like, dark as it was. I give Pavel a glass of water to sip. His hands are shaking, so I hold the water for him. After that, I help him into bed. Tuck him in and wish him good night. Stroke the little amount of hair left on his head. Then I close the door behind me and walk out of the room. The door behind me clicks shut. I don't have the words to describe what I just witnessed, but I don't need a 10-page paper to sum up what I feel. Disgust. They took away his medication. His medication! How in any world is that justifiable as a punishment? He could have died. Pavel gets hammered down because he sticks out, but any kid would do the same. If he's suffering like this, there's no doubt other trainees are... I need to talk to Angie. Now. I can't believe she's overlooked this for so long. Before I leave for good, I need to look her in the eyes and try to make her see. Okay. Oh boy. I find Angie at the bridge, gazing at the courtyard below. She looks like just like she did at the first day I came here. She hasn't changed at all. As I approach, she turns to give me an unreadable look. For a moment, I barely recognize her. For a moment, part of me wants to believe she's someone else entirely.
I imagine you're here to talk about C0458.
I pause. That was unusually direct of her. What do you mean? It's the 21st century, Dee. We've got cameras in every room. I suddenly remember Shreya. her gazing up at the corner of the room, her dark eyes wide with fear. You were watching that whole time? She blinks. So you saw how I called for help? You saw him go into a seizure because he wasn't given his medication? We don't know that. A lot of the trainees hate taking it. They'll put it under their tongue or... That's bullshit and you know it. These are your precious test subjects. Invaluable troves of medical data. If you wanted to, you could get a doctor to any room in this building in seconds. What are you suggesting? It's not a suggestion. You're punishing him for what happened during his graduation training. There's a long silence. The tension in the air twists my stomach in knots. She's choosing her next words very carefully, tasting them in her mouth, rolling them around like boiled sweet. Nostalgia laps at me for a moment, a warm pool at the back of my mind. She used to do this before her research presentations, worrying the inside of her cheek as she awaited my feedback. Maybe you're right. But does it matter, Dee? She doesn't look back. Excuse me? Does what happened to CO458 matter that much? Once he passes graduate training, he's got a stable career set out ahead of him. He won't want for food, housing, or guidance. I can't believe what I'm hearing. In exchange for his legs, his brain, his individuality? Individuality.
What are you, a teenager?
Oh my god.
Everyone's gotta grow up sometime.
I bite down on my tongue. As much as I want to, cursing her won't get me anywhere.
What's happening isn't complicated, Dee. You've gotten too attached to your subject of research. You've lost sight of your objectivity.
This is
That's
crazy.
all. Happens to the best of us sometimes. You.
She's turned back to look at me, but she isn't seeing me. She's done talking. The feeling's mutual. Oh my gosh. Earlier in the day, I had printed out my case study. I had intended to go through it with a red pen. That night, I fed it into the shredder, page by page. Months of work gone in moments. It was the best I'd felt in ages. I like the use of the red text whenever I'd like to emphasize certain moments. It really shows how she's like changing. October 1st, 2070X. In a matter of minutes, I'm going to burn down my entire career. Maybe it's fitting that the planning reminded me of how I designed my first cybernetic hand, linking each step to the next like titanium phalanges. While I filed documents, I studied the blind spots in the security. I learned where patrols didn't visit as often and where security cameras didn't cover the whole room. I participated in fire drills to search for evacuation routes so that I could avoid them. Fighting back against the YTDI's electronic security was almost easier. Stopping rebels and terrorists back in Stop's heyday had given me a healthy perspective on tech security. DNA signatures, like the ones attached to our keycards, could be spoofed. An electric lock was useless once you cut its power. As I went through every step, I expected someone to stop me. A guard who'd catch me leaving packages in a dark corner, or a lab tech who'd find the files I was taking out suspicious. But no one noticed. Even when I slipped into the security room to inject a virus into their systems, I told the staff I was doing an inspection. They looked the other way. Maybe they live hand-to-mouth lives. Maybe they hate the YTDI as much as I do and want to see it burned to the ground. Whatever the truth is, I'm not interested in psychoanalyzing lower-level staff. I have one job and I intend to see it through. Getting to Pavel will be simple. I'll enter his room through the small door in the back. No one will suspect me. They'll think I'm conducting another checkup. Just another inane interview to pad out my case study. Escaping will be a much more complicated task. The security cameras are disabled. That dog is very cute. The safety alarm's rewired, and the escape route's plotted. If things go pear-shaped, there's the pyrotechnics I set up ahead of time, but once I trigger the siren, I can't predict who or what'll get in the way. My heart's pounding feverishly, my brain swirling with phases and countermeasures and backups. I'm painfully aware of every step and every breath I take, because once I open the dorm room door, there's no going back. I still have a way out. I can leave this behind and go back to my old life. Cut ties with Stop quickly, retire quietly to a bucolic existence with honors and accolades to my name. Bury my regret and rage in the back of a well-tended flower bed. But if I don't open this door, Pavel will continue suffering. He might not survive graduation. Even if he does, he'll become a nameless drone, a shell of a person marching through life, armed with clockwork thoughts and a plastic smile. I can't abandon him. Not to that. My gosh. Oh my gosh. Where is he? Where is he? Oh no. Why is there just an empty bed there? Pavel? Oh no. I'm gonna come closer, okay? Dr. Deidre? Oh my god, where is he? Oh no, I'm so scared. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Now listen to me very carefully. Oh, is he there and you just can't tell? I actually can't tell. I want to give you something. Oh. Wait, is it another snack? It's better. Okay, he's still there. It didn't look like he was there on the bed, so... Okay.
Pavel, do you want control?
Control over what? Your future. I've never really thought about my future. Would you like to? You can take your time. I understand that I'm asking... Yeah.
I do, Dr. Deidre. I want control.
Then take this switch and press this button. And as soon as you do, you'll be free.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I take Pavel by the hand and gently guide him out of bed. And as his legs clack against the tiles, he wobbles. Do you need help? I ask quietly. We have a lot of ground to cover and every second's crucial. But if he's in pain... It's okay, Pavel responds. It clearly takes him some effort, but he grins up at me. What up, gangsters? Hello, Kalarkai. We're currently playing through a game that a fan of mine sent me that's very much like Danganronpa. It's called protoViolence. We're playing it here on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Thanks for popping on in. And it's very, very serious game. It's very serious, like, visual novel. What better way to get used to these legs than a prison break, despite everything I chuckle. In between the pulses of the siren, I can hear the hurried footsteps of staff and trainees rushing down the hallway. I take his hand and we walk through the door I came through. Neither of us look back. The back hall of the dormitory is empty. The alarm lights on the walls blink an angry red as confused personnel jog past us on our way to the emergency stairwell. We walk at first. I try to keep my hammering heart under control as we round the hallway. We're still too visible. I can't help but imagine a security officer behind every door we pass. I squeeze Pavel's hand tighter as he squeezes it back. His steps are shaky. They shouldn't be. Those idiots in processing couldn't even be bothered to calibrate the motors right. But he's stable, and in spite of everything he's been through, he's keeping pace with me. Then I see it. An imposing door with a small blinking key reader beside it. An exit out of the dormitories. Past it there lay the operating facilities and engineering. Beyond that the shipping and receiving bay, and further still the garage door. Our way out. Normally this part of the facility would be swarming with initiative personnel. But with the alarm site triggered, all of them should have evacuated the opposite side of the building. I don't even swipe my car, the latch clicks open when I push it. Oh my god, they actually got out, that's amazing. Suddenly my steps are faster, my heartbeat louder, and before I know it, I'm running. Pavel trips on the first step and we nearly crash into each other before he corrects himself. But we run, hand in hand, past the operating rooms and the offices and the open security shutters, and without warning, Pavel's legs buckle. They crumple under him like wet paper, sending him sprawling. I fall to my knees beside him and struggle to pull him upright. What's happening? Pavel asks. I can't answer him. My eyes go to his legs. The lights are still on. The battery hasn't run out. But they're not responding to him. I can see him trying to move what's left of his legs, and the cybernetics just won't react. My eyes fall into the stop logo at his ankle. I look up at the shutter we just passed, and a security camera blinking on beside it. Shit, I breathe. Dr. Deidre? I almost want to laugh, even as my mounting panic threatens to overtake me. Anti-theft measures. They don't want anyone taking stock property outside the building. I can hear yelling echoing back down the hallway we came through, distant but growing louder. They know where we are. What should we do? Pavel asks, his voice wavering. Dr. Daedra, I don't want to... Sit still. Quickly, I move to detach his legs. I leave them on the ground, swooping him up into my arms and bolt. He clings to me, his fingernails digging into my back through my clothes. His left arm dangles out of my grasp. He's light, far lighter than he should be. As I run for the exit, I squeeze him as close to me as I can. A security shutter suddenly slams shut in front of me. I turn to pivot. But more come down over every door in the hallway, falling into place heavy as tombstones. Damn it, damn it! I bite back as I scream, trying to focus on facts. Security's at my back. I can hear them getting closer, combat boots untiled, heavy and hurried. With every second I sit here panicked and paralyzed, they stomp closer to us. I squeeze my eyes shut. I can feel cold steel gun barrels at my back. Cuffs, bindings, straitjackets. Havel ripped away from my arms, disposed of as defective goods or reprogrammed into an ideal product. I can't bear that thought. I reach into my lab coat, pull out a second switch, and press it. The explosions rip through the hall with a force unlike anything I've ever felt before. They tear through the shutter, blasting me with heat and smoke and debris that nicks my cheek. I run right into it as more and more explosions go off through the facility, my hidden bombs going off like exothermic dominoes. A burst of red and binding heat sears my right side, probably scattering shrapnel. I push through the pain, running as fast as I can. My ears ring, my muscles scream, my throat stings, all that there is heat and ash and pain, until, finally... What's gonna happen? Oh my gosh. I'm so worried, dude. We reached the light. Yes! Oh, let's go. Let's actually go. I'm so glad this game actually had a fucking happy ending, dude. Holy shit. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, dude. That was crazy. This game is so crazy. But I'm so glad we saw it through. This is... Oh my gosh. Wow, I can't believe I actually made it. Havel? Havel, I think we're... Oh no, he'd better not be dead. No. Havel. Havel? Oh god. No. Your arm, it's all...
Pavel, please. Speak to me.
No. No. Please. No, 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 no. Okay, thank God.
What?
The sky.
Oh, thank God. Please, thank
It's
God.
so blue.
Oh, thank God. I thought he died. I was so worried. I haven't seen it in so long.
You're hurting. Please don't push yourself. You're already bleeding so much.
But I'll live. I'm no longer there.
Aww.
I'm free now, aren't I?
Holy
Yes.
crap.
Yes.
You are. Oh, and you can see his stuff on his wrist there. Dino 9 2000, it doesn't say. But his birthday is September 9th. So, geez, they celebrated his birthday recently. They didn't even do anything about it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Proto-violence. That was all the prequel. I just want to make that abundantly clear. That was the prequel. Mato, thank you so much for suggesting this game. For sending me this game to me. Because holy crap, that was crazy. That was so good. You wrote all of that? It was just for a simple game jam? That's insane. Why don't more people know about that? I mean, I guess it is. I mean, it is not much of a game, really. It is more so just a story, really. There's not really much of a game there, but like the actual story itself and how it's told is just, whoa, dude. That's insane. That was so insane. We're definitely gonna play malViolence after this. I mean, geez. If it was anything like this, yeah. I almost want to just play it next stream. I almost want to play it on Thursday, just cuz. Like, I don't think anybody will necessarily be, like, upset with that. Bonus content? What? What the frick? You're kidding me. Bonus content. Preferences, extras. Gallery, music room, developer notes. What can I say? Aw. Oh, so there's everybody. Okay. I mean, I don't really have time to read all of this stuff because, like, the stream's almost, we're already 3 hours into the stream. But, like, wow, that's so cool that everybody, like, wrote, like, every single person that was there, like, wrote. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's so cool. But yeah, that was the... And these are the developer gallery as well, yeah. That's crazy, dude. Okay, so that was originally Out with Love with 30 Days for Spooktober Visual Novel Jam 2023. Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy, dude. Holy frick. Yeah. Damn, exactly. That's all I can really say after that. Just damn. Now it's actually insane. I want a bad ending? No! Not after all of that. No way I want a bad ending. That's... no. Not at all. I'm so glad that there at least was a good ending, even if it was as serious as that. God damn, dude. Okay. Devs make bad end. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna turn the music back on. Give me a sec here. Oh. That was holy shit, dude. That was crazy. Thank you so much for sending me this game, dude. Because that was insane. Oh my god. Seriously, go check. I mean, obviously, now that you've, like, watched me play through the entire thing, it might not be because you just saw it. But seriously, support the developers of this. Support Mado and his entire team with this game, because that was insane. He's a really great short games, and I'm definitely gonna check out malViolence. 100%. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, it says 2 hours of yeah, no, there's no way I was gonna be able to... I meant... Yeah. Okay, I checked before the stream, I checked, like, how long each of the games were. Howlongtobeat.com is normally how I check that, but that is so much... like, the email that they sent me is so much more, like... explicit. Like, it literally says with 2 hours of reading time. That's so much more that's so much more explicit. And then this one says anywhere from 30 minutes to 4 hours, which makes sense because it says 3 main endings. So tons of bad endings. Point and click escape rooms. Yeah, okay. So it feels like malViolence is actually more so of like the fleshed out game, more so like point and click and like adventure-esque, but this one was just more of like a prequel, like, story-based thing. Which, yeah. I guess maybe I should have played malViolence, but also malViolence was is a lot beefier, so, yeah. Quote Kid, don't spam. Quote Kid, you're one of my mods. You're supposed to be enforcing the rules, not committing them. That is cool that you made a little pyramid out of that, but also don't spam. Dude. That's literally one of the rules is not to spam. Don't actually do... Dude, come on. Okay. Okay, thank you. That was really cool, but also that's literally one of the rules. I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. Anyways. That is gonna be it for tonight. Do we want to just straight up play malViolence tomorrow on Thursday? Because we're gonna... Who are we even rating? Meanie. Do you guys just want to play malViolence on Thursday? Because I'd totally be okay with that. Hold on, there we go. I think we'll just do that. To be perfectly honest, I think I'm okay with that. PP. I'm gonna take that as a yes. Tomorrow, we'll finish what we started, and we'll do malViolence as well. We hopefully should be able to finish that up entirely next stream. Hopefully we should. Hopefully we should. We'll at least be able to like get one of the endings or something like that. We'll definitely like show it off though, because I don't want to just leave it at just this game. Or well, I mean, maybe we. I don't know. Actually, that feels like a little bit. You know what I'll do? You know, here's what we'll do. We'll do. I don't think we'll actually show off malViolence on stream. I don't think we will, but I will play that on my own time. Purely because, like, I don't know. I just don't think that it feels a little bit like who knows how many people actually enjoyed this, and like that feels like too much, like way too much of a diversion, you know. But I am glad that we at least played through this game. Definitely, I encourage you guys to check out malViolence and protoViolence. I think I'll put them. You know what? I'll put the links to the games on Steam in the chat. Actually, I'll go ahead and do that right now. While we're here. Let's go. Ooh, I actually, maybe I don't have, hold on a sec. It's okay. Maybe I could, mayhaps, do we have, oh, why do I not have Steam bookmarked? Ah, come on. Feels like obvious that I should have that bookmark. Come on. What the frick? Oh, what? Okay, fine. Whatever. Okay, so I can't. Whatever. Just make sure that the names of the games are malViolence and protoViolence. They're on Steam. They're on itch.io. Go ahead and check them out. Go ahead and support the development team. They were very cool. This was very much fun. I'll go ahead. I'll play malViolence on my own time, off stream. I'll let you guys know what I think of it though. But if it's anything like this game, it's definitely very enjoyable. But yeah, I say, let's go ahead and raid. Let's go ahead and raid Jumney. They're playing Escape Simulator right now, so we're gonna go ahead and raid them. I think. In terms of the schedule for the rest of the week, tomorrow will be one shot actually. There we go. Yeah. Tomorrow is going to be one shot. We'll probably be finishing up that game, that stream, if as long as everything goes according to plan, because we were a little bit stuck. Then Friday will be more of Metroid. Sunday will also be one shot. This fanboy cute yapping, but I'm lost in his words. Yeah, no. Bleh, what am I trying to say? Sunday will also be one shot. Monday should be, well, no, Sunday will be whatever wins the poll after we're done with one shot, assuming we do finish it then. Monday will be Metroid, and then Wednesday, do I actually want to start that? That's the million-dollar question, actually. I could start a project that I want to start next year on Wednesday, because Wednesday is literally New Year's Eve, but also because it's New Year's Eve, I might not want to actually, I might want to literally just take that day off. I think I might do that. I think I might literally just take Wednesday off next week, just because it's New Year's, and so a lot of people will probably like not be watching, and they'll be like watching the ball drop or whatever. So I'll probably just be doing that. Plus, it'll be like debatable as to like whether or not this is considered a stream from this year. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. It'll probably just be that. Okay, so probably just no stream next Wednesday. But yeah, that's gonna be it, honestly. This was a very fun stream. I hope you all had lots of fun as well. I hope you all have a wonderful and fantastic rest of your day or night. And hugs and kisses to you all. Okay. Mwah. Let's go ahead and raid Jumney. All right. Bada boom. Come on. Jumney. Yes. There we go. There we go. No. 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 Go back. No. Go back. Ow. There. Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let us raid them. We are gonna raid. Bada boom. Come on. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are raiding now. Let's go. Bada boom. Yes, 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 yes.
House. Why?
Yes.
Why would you do this, BMH? Why?
Sorry.
No. Hello. Hi, BMH. Welcome.
Is she okay?
Hi. Hope you're doing good, BMH. Thank you for the raid.
You're welcome.
How is your stream?
Thank you, and thank you for the shout out as well.
I mean, Christmas Eve has been good.
Oh my goodness. I don't know why she like freaked out so much about us raiding, but yeah.
Good. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning for Christmas for me right now.
Oh, same here. Oh, and thank you so much for the follow, J Hayden 1245 Dino Slash. Thank you so much for the follow. Wow. Thank you so much. Right at the end of the stream. Thank you very much. But yeah, no. That's gonna be it, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you amazing people.
Now you put me in a bind
I'll
here.
hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and night, and take care, okay, everybody? Bye-bye. 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 Go check out Jumney. Have a Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
What do I do?
Bye-bye.